Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under Commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon.
fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like flies, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Fair enough.
Push up position.
Let's get right to it, dog, you know it's raw. Well, let me catch you if you're showing off. I wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't wanna get involved. I can admit it, I know what it's time and I'm tripping, I gotta regroup. Niggas will fumble a bag. I get to the cash fast, gotta salute. I've been a hustler, look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face, I just learned to keep it all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway. You ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself. I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my wave and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they ride the bone. The black magic stick, they stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone, so I can conquer shit and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit, cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road and get my diesel on. She wanna drop it low and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like God of wine, said I just want the ball. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
They say the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Nigga, we gon' rule this kingdom, nigga. This one West. Talk to 'em.
Fly to the sunset, fly to
to the moon for a boss. All said ghetto, then I got him, that's my doggy dog. Don't bark, gotta mean bite, we them underdogs. Almost off the wire, 5 yards, I'm pressing all of y'all. 9 niggas up like I'm director from a casting call. I don't give a fuck, you want beef? Neck to all of y'all. UPK priest, lace up boost, then it's time to ball. The clip name Wendy, all these shells, I'ma let them fall. Niggas claim they better than like who they think they better than. One West soldier, best believe we got that medal in. Last name Cannon, cause I still got them drummers in. Kept I set that trap to hell, yeah, I'ma let them know. Underdog, you niggas trippin', we'll be poppin' on you sniffin'. Real crafty with that smithin', lock in on the mission, rockin' all out. Crew the type to hop out, you be bitchin', cop the crew time. Now the Glock, glitch a nigga.
Every dog has his day.
The main we up. You can shut up the thumb, you have to matter about show me outside to all the brothers and sisters. It's Captain Mashak, I.S.U.P.K, Washington, D.C. Scripture breakdown class under command and journey Yahanna since 1969, Harlem, New York. You all know how we do. If you all have any questions, type them in the chat. Bukwash is the phone line up. It's up. Yeah, right. If you want, you could call in. You could definitely call in and get all your questions answered. If you need if you're not able to type it out in a way that you think it'll be readily understood, you're definitely free to call in and articulate your question as you see fit, better, or if you need some help with it. All right, and that's not a problem at all. Good to go. You all know we in the Feast of Hanukkah. If anybody have questions of Hanukkah, you could definitely you could definitely ask the questions if you'll need to. And the Feast of Hanukkah is for 8 days. Started this Sunday. We was up in Baltimore hand. Strong. If you had Trinidad on, Mafia on Trinidad, they had a strong Hanukkah down there, boy. Say one of the brothers, he paid for a whole busload of people to come down to the Hanukkah. He just tell them, come on down, free food, free drinks, and they came. You know what I mean? Brothers, sisters, kids, they had a ball down there that was real, real strong. You know what I mean? Hanukkah is for what, 8 days, right? 8 days from Sunday sundown till what, next Monday sundown? I do believe so. All right. And we're gonna be rocking. If you have one of these, I think this is out of sight a little bit here. If you have one of these, we call them a menorah, right? Or the candlestick. Might be a little bit out of sight. The brother could turn the camera so you could see it a little bit. You can light these. If you're just finding out tonight, it's not too late. You can turn it all the way up and then spin it back when you're done. Right? You see 7 branches. Right? The white man's own has 9. He added on branches like he always add on to the Bible and lie. It's 7 branches. All right? 7 branches is what you need. If you're just finding out about it, definitely go ahead and get one and get it lit. You know what I mean? Chupa, do me a favor. You can turn it back here now. All right. Oh, you got it? Before I started, so yeah. You could get one, get it lit, get it rocking, and still keep the Feast of Hanukkah with the rest of everybody. You know what I mean? So we do just have your 7 lights it up, get your candles, do the thing. If you don't have one, you can also just get 7 candles, put them on a plate or something flat. And your old school, you burn the bottom and you stick it down. Just put it on some flat, 7, line them up, let them burn. Even if you don't have a menorah, you're supposed to keep the feast. You're supposed to keep it for 8 nights. It's supposed to be a party. It's supposed to be a festive celebration to remember when our forefathers went to war for our right to be an Israelite, for our rights to keep God's laws, for our rights to have a Bible. They burned our Bibles so we wouldn't have no records to follow. Our forefathers went to war for it, and we keep that so that we don't lose that spirit of warfare. All right. So we in the Feast of Hanukkah right now. All right. I know the world is celebrating the so-called Christmas. That's going on now too, right? And what else is going on now? with Christmas?
Not
Who knows?
the Kwanzaa.
I think Kwanzaa is made up. I don't think Kwanzaa is a real thing. Kwanzaa is some invention, I think, by Tariq Nasheed. That idiot. I don't know too much about Kwanzaa. I just know it's some made up bullshit. Right? It's okay. Let me don't say it like that. It's our people's way of rebelling against the white supremacy of Christmas.
Okay.
Right? But it's nonsense all the same. All right. I don't know what the hell Kwanzaa is. You could look it up too and let me know. But what else is going on? What else is in the atmosphere now with Christmas? Shabbat?
New Year's.
New Year's is around the corner. There's something else. There's something else going on all now. It starts after Thanksgiving. Young brother.
Is it Diwali?
Mm-mm. Don't think holiday. Think the atmosphere. Think, like what you could expect. For instance, when summertime come around, what could you expect in a city?
Booty shorts.
You could expect booty shorts. I think I asked the wrong question. I think because you expect booty shorts, I expect the sundresses. And that's what I expect. I think the sundresses beat the booty shorts. The booty shorts a little bit. They reveal a little bit too much thing for me. I think that sundress, brother, leaves just enough for my imagination. I'm good right there. The light hitter just right and that wind blow just right. Good night, boy. We inside. We there. We there. Go ahead, sis. Don't tell me you're looking at the brother's gray sweatpants.
No. I want to answer the first question. Depression.
Depression. Let's go down that road. Come on, give me some more. Depression. This time of the year is a very depressing time. Why?
Because people look forward to like family time and getting together, being able to buy stuff, and
there's a lot of pressure on everybody in the world right now, right? A ton of pressure, right? You pressed to buy gifts mainly. Really, since Thanksgiving, the pressure is on. It's a lot of pressure on right now in the world because after Thanksgiving comes what? Black Friday. And Black Friday is what? Their final quarter where they stack up all that bread. It's the beginning of rain falling for the white man, for his business empire. It's a ton of spending, frivolous spending, and a lot of people get their gifts, get the stuff they want Black Friday. Now, of course, if you need a lawnmower or you need something for yourself, you shopping on Black Friday is not a sin. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you trying to go, break the credit card Black Friday to buy gifts for some slut who's gonna sleep on you, or some big-headed child who's gonna hate you any goddamn way, and then tell everybody it's from Santa Claus. You get the point? That's what's going on now. Depression. It's a lot of depression, right? Look up, somebody Google the amount, what contributes to depression around this time. Go ahead.
So you want me to get the Santa Claus downstairs?
If you need to, Santa Claus came down our chimney some years ago, and I kept him. I did not let him go back. That bastard. You get the point? The brother gonna retrieve him from the dungeon, because that's where we keep that child molester. Because it's absolutely a farce, and a lie that you tell children. And it's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy thing. We're going to go into it a little bit tonight. I think Kazak went into it last night, right? The whole Christmas breakdown. Jeremiah. So you're good on that, all right? So tonight we're going to go into some more of those Christmas traditions and the things that happen. There's the child molester. Where you all put him? I don't like him up there too high, Yeah, I like him down, look, sloppy. Show him, so you have some.
We was able to look like he was going to lose.
Wait. Do you do your thing, wherever you want to do it. All right. Okay. I'm too wild with that. Okay. Right. So we're gonna go into them things. Will somebody look up for me the stats with depression around this time? Let me know what else goes up around this time. All right. Let me know what else goes up around this time. You know what, brother? I think I might want him right here, and I might need to hit him a few times during this class. Put him down here, bro. Put him, yeah. Yep. He can still be seen? I want to frighten Zabala one. I'll put him on this side so I could just slap him. Just knock him to hell over. All right? This is the child molester right here. You all know him. All right? It's good. Children know this is false. Go ahead.
Yeah, Shakta.
Yes, Shakta. What's going on now?
Yeah, I told him, I know what to say, like, slide on the chimney beside you.
Listen, this pastor here, he's gonna be dealing with him all night. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna get him straight. All right. What stats you all have? Come on, what you have? Bukawash, nothing with depression? Nothing. Look up depression during the winter period. Look up the rates of divorce in the winter period or in January. Divorce rates in January or depression in the winter period. Also, too, if you have any questions online, feel free to type them in. Any questions in the classroom, just raise your hand. You all know how the whole routine goes, all right? Okay. Go ahead, Shapa. What you got for me?
I gotta get the scripture. But in the book of Luke.
Yeah, the mic. Go ahead.
In the book of Luke, I had a fake Israelite trying to tell me that this was like symbolic of Christ's disciples having a unity camp. You know what I'm saying? First,
what was symbolic of it?
John with how you said Andrew and Simon, Andrew first came to Christ and then he brought Simon, you know what I'm saying? They got with him. But he was using the fact that John had sent disciples at first in Matthew 11.
Mm-hmm.
And also the other record of it in I believe it was Mark.
Okay.
And he used both those records to show that, John the disciple had sent his disciples to Christ and try to act like that was them having a unity camp or something. And then later on, Andrew and Simon, I believe they were disciples of John and they got with Christ. And so he tried to use that like that was a unity camp to start with, and then they end up getting with Christ. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling him, like in Matthew 11, notice it said John's disciples. It means they weren't with Christ, and then Christ cut them by, for the audacity of asking them who he is.
Yep.
And then told them to end up telling the people later on what was going to happen to John the Baptist. He was going to be the least in the kingdom. That's not a unity camp.
Yeah, that's I already give you all the whole thing with these fake Israelites. That's a lot of dog shit to clean off your shoes. You know what I mean? Like they try very hard to justify how they live and the things they do. And it's not, at all biblical. You know what I mean? You had Yahanna? Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm
coming to you. Go ahead.
I got some stats. There's about 89% increase of adults feeling more stressed during the holiday.
Say that one more time.
89%
increase. Don't say it like it don't matter. That shit do matter because the pharmacy is making bank off of that depression. You get the point? So go ahead and read it out.
Also, I have a suicide rates. It says it slightly drops during Christmas, but sharply increases right at the New Year.
Yeah, and how far away is the New Year from Christmas?
A week.
7 days. So 7 days later, there's a sharp increase in suicides because it's not the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most depressing time of the year. It's the most depressing time, mainly because of the Christian church. The Christian church promotes and perpetuates you damn near killing yourself to serve America during Christmas more than anything else or any other time in the year. You get the point? Like there's not a push like this during 4th of July, or there's not a push like this during, you know, any other Memorial Day or something else. But this Christmas push, brother, it takes on a spirit on you where you'll notice the traffic patterns change. There's more aggression on the roads. There's more aggression in the stores. There's more just people just, you know, on edge because they under the pressure of buying a gift. They're under the pressure of not disappointing their family. So now you have depression going up what? 89%?
Kind of.
Go ahead. Any more? First of all, any other questions? You had a question, or you're going to just say something else?
I'm holding for the divorce.
Go ahead. Let me hear it. So is there any question? I'll take the questions first and come back to this. If not, I'll just start with this and get the questions later.
No,
we good to go? Go ahead.
Divorce filings are the lowest in December and peak significantly in January.
Ernie, divorce filings are lowest when?
December.
Yeah, you holding out for that gift. You holding out for that gift before you jet. You understand? It's the lowest in December time because it's like going downhill from Thanksgiving. Imagine you sit at the top of a slide like a child and slide all the way down. It's a certain momentum from Thanksgiving all the way into really Valentine's Day. You understand? Really all the way into Valentine's Day. It's like a roller coaster going down. You can't stop. So during that Christmas time, it would drop.
Yeah.
But as you're getting closer to that Valentine's Day, boy, you hit January and then bills hit. That thing spikes. That thing goes up. Why? Because you had to buy a gift for who? Who you buying a gift for during December time, during Christmas time? Go ahead.
The children and
you're buying a gift for the kids.
And your wife.
You're buying a gift. Which wife?
The one that's getting divorced.
You're buying a gift for the wife in the house.
Yeah.
Then you have to buy a gift for the work wife. Because how the fuck are you gonna leave the work wife out? Go ahead, brother. Let him get him mic too.
Sometimes they have you participate in things called the Secret Santa. You gotta buy gifts for people you don't even know.
Secret Santa.
So yeah.
You get the point? Yeah, it's you mystery gift, or they pair you up with somebody on the slave and you had to buy them a gift. And now you're under pressure because now it's a public thing. And this is what whoever get me. So you had to buy a gift for the wife and the work wife. And the thing on the side. You got to buy a gift for your husband and your work husband. And the Tinder date. And it all goes wrong because you in a whole euphoric state. And that's not what the Lord called us to do. Like this is a very, very, Antichrist time. It has nothing to do with Christ at all. Go ahead.
Earning January the nickname Divorce Month as couples all
say that one more time.
Earning January the nickname Divorce Month.
January is what?
Divorce Month.
January is called Divorce Month.
Yeah.
Like damn. Like they do nothing else in January but get divorced. Good night. Divorce month. It's supposed to be what? The New Year. Happy New Year, right? New Year resolutions. Is it January is called Divorce Month. Go ahead.
As couples often delay filings through the holidays to avoid conflict, only to initiate proceedings for a fresh start in the new year.
Stop right there. So they delay filing for divorce so they lie to you the whole holidays then.
God.
Give a hug. Hey, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Season's greetings. Happy New Year. All the best for you. Meanwhile, the lawyer done draft the paperwork and they're waiting for January 1st to hit so they could just drop it on you. That is satanic. That is not of the Lord. And if Christmas is godly, what was going on in Jerusalem when Christ was born? Was people getting divorced all over the damn place? I think not. I think not. You get the point? Like, first off, Christ was not even born in winter. I don't know if Zach went over that last time. Did he go over that? Right, I'm going to just reiterate it. He was not born in the winter. Christ was born in the springtime. He was born in the springtime. Pull the precept for me with the sheep coats. All right, give me that. I think it's in Luke. Right. Also give me no, hold on. Where the shepherds, what it says, the shepherds were in the field. The shepherds in the field. I think that's what you gotta look up. Shepherds in the field, or the sheep, or in the sheep coats. All right. During Christ was not born December 25th. All that has to do with Babylonian customs, and heathen customs. The Greeks and the Romans, December 25th was a very holy day for them, where they would sacrifice. Salaki, brother. Don't walk in front of them, pass around. Just pull the chair out, and then step forward, and then you could pull the chair back in, all right? That's the wall. That's right there. That's how you all should always do it, all right? Okay. This ain't, what's the name of the movie theaters? This ain't Regal. You gotta pass through everybody to sit down. All right, yeah, exactly, Shapat. Yeah, I mean, let's take your time and go through. All right, who found it for me? You know what I'm talking about, Nakama? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm looking up right.
No sweat. All right, Christ wasn't born at that time. Right, Christ was born in the springtime Passover. Come on, Bukwash.
It's Luke chapter 2, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in the same country, shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flocks by night.
Mm-hmm.
And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel,
you might have to read up. It doesn't mention it further up. The time it was. Where you at? 2 and 8.
Luke 2. Yeah, Kanokan. Luke 2 and 8.
Start at 5.
Kanokan. Luke 2 and verse 5. Verse 4. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, into the city of David, which is called Bethlehem.
Right. Joseph went up into the city of David, into Bethlehem. This was around the time of the Passover. Right. Go ahead.
Because he was of the house and lineage of David.
Because he was of the house and lineage of David. What does that mean? What does it mean to be of the house and the lineage of David? Go ahead.
David was his blood relative. It was his father.
David was his forefather. He came from that line, right? Which again does what? It dispels the lie that Christ came through Immaculate Conception. It says Christ was of Joseph, who was Christ's father, was of the lineage and the house of David, right? Christ sitting on David's throne, or being the son of David, had to come from Joseph. He couldn't come from anybody else. Jeremiah 23 and 5 would tell you that. Like, the king has to come from the line of David. Right? Where you at? Luke 2 and 5?
And 5 now.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 5. To be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with
to
child.
Be what?
To be taxed.
To be what?
To be taxed.
To be taxed. So this time, during this time here, where Joseph is making a trip, it's also what?
Tax season. Tax.
It's also tax season. And tax season is when? Is it December 25th? When is tax season? And y'all ain't saying it loud enough. Y'all ain't paying no taxes up in here. I can tell you that. Y'all ain't paying no taxes up in here. Yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. Only one brother's like April, spring, because he already know. The rest of y'all start looking around like this year. Yeah, all right, go ahead. Play with white man if you want to. Right? Tax season is in the springtime. Tax season has always been around that time. It's always been there. You get the point? So that's one indicator. Keep going.
Verse 5. To be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife.
Right? To be taxed with Mary, who is they're engaged, meaning she's supposed to be his wife. Go ahead.
Being great with child.
Being great with child. So now this is where the Christians go wrong. Right? She's already what? Swollen with a baby. She's great with child. She's like full term. You ever see a woman she ain't, 12 weeks. She ain't 20 weeks. She's 38, 39 and a half, sometimes 41. Like, she took a deep breath and didn't exhale. It's just big. And she leaning back and walking on the ankle. She's great with child. She's great with child because Joseph already had sex with Mary. He already had sex with her. So like the espoused here is not engaged. The espoused here is as was supposed to be. As was supposed to be here. You get the point? She was supposed to be his wife. He took her as her wife. as his wife, and she was pregnant already. And Joseph, being a just man, he did not put her away. That's straight out of the Bible. So at this time, he took her up to the city of David because he was of the seed and lineage of David. And it's tax time. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. Verse 7. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
Right, there was no room for them in the inn. Anybody knows why? Why was there no room for them in the inn? Go ahead. One of y'all, go ahead.
It's about the time for the Passover.
It's also time for Passover. Passover is also in the springtime. You get the point? Passover tax time is also in the springtime. They were up there, and she was due. She was ready. She went into labor. She went into labor, and there was no room in any hotel. And if you ever been to any Passover, you know how that could be, right? Sometimes you come down from your slavery, Passover, the whole week starts. You come down maybe the night before Passover, and there's no room. You had to call somebody and, find out if you could, bunk up with them for a couple nights to get through the Passover. And that happens. Sometimes it's like that. You get the point? But here in Jerusalem, there's no room in the inn. So they had to go into a barn. They had to go lay with the animals and make a bed out of hay so that she could deliver this baby, because it's Passover time. It's like it's the biggest holiday in Israel. It's the hugest thing in Israel. It's bigger than 4th of July. It's just a huge thing where everybody has to come to this one city or this one area to keep this feast, right? It's not like how you would celebrate 4th of July in each city and just stay there. Everybody's coming down to one area. So the hotels there is maxed out. There's no more room. They had to have that baby with horses and donkeys and rabbits and goats. In the manger is a trough you would feed the goats in or feed the cows in. They fill that up with hay and got, a blanket or whatever. And that's where the king of Israel, the ruler of the whole world, spent his first night. In a bucket you feed a horse in. And they erect this bastard here and tell you Christmas is about, Santa Claus and, love and gifts and kisses. You understand? This was in Passover time, which is in the spring. Keep reading.
Verse 8. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field.
Right. And in the same area, there were shepherds abiding in the field. There's no shepherd outside and no field anywhere, as far as your eyes can see right now. Right now, there's no shepherd anywhere in a field as far as your eyes can see. Maybe down south. Maybe. I don't know. I think they get snow down there too. Right? There's no shepherds out in the fields with the sheep. The shepherds would be out there in the springtime. You get the point? Anymore? What verse you at?
Verse 8. Keeping watch over their flock by night.
Keeping watch over their flock by night. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord.
Right? Christ was born then. The Passover, the angel came and told them, unto you is born this day, the king, a descendant of David. All right. Christmas has nothing to do with Christ. It has everything to do with Babylon and Babylon's customs and lust. Lust is at the helm of Christmas celebration, right? Lust is at the helm of it. So now you know that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ. Who are they buying all these gifts for? So, like, I want to repeat the damn class. Did he go into that? Tree, Nimrod? All right, we go with it.
We did the tree.
You did the tree? How far with the tree you went?
All the way through with Nimrod and, mother cutting off the heads.
Okay, so y'all got the whole thing with the tree.
The whole thing with
you got the whole thing with the tree. If anybody didn't see the class last night, just go check the class last night. You're gonna get the whole thing with the tree, right? In short, you had this world leader Nimrod, an African, I believe Ethiopian. He's a Cushite, right? And he was like, just think like a Jeff Bezos, like that level in terms of power. The Bible describes him as a giant in the earth, right? Of course, he married his mother. He was killed. His mother perpetuated that he was in the evergreen tree, and she got his body, buried it under this tree, and she buried it under an evergreen tree. Why did she choose the evergreen tree? Because heathens always make some shit up for the common people to believe. The evergreen tree is called the evergreen tree because it's always green, even when it's cold, which is your typical Christmas tree. They buried Nimrod there. She told people that his spirit was in the tree. That's why the tree is always green, because Nimrod's still alive. And they would have to bring gifts of gold for her because, of course, he's dead. She can't live no more. Meaning she can't live as how they was living. She needed to trick them into bringing gifts. And if they didn't bring gifts, she would cut their heads off, hang it on the tree. That's where you get your Christmas bells or balls or whatever from. All right. The whole thing is just satanic. It has nothing to do with Christ. All right. Even the cross, you look up tall, T-A-U. Pull up T-A-U for me. Just Google it, see what it says. All right. You found it? Go ahead.
It says tau refers to several concepts, most commonly the Greek letter, the tau protein, a key player in brain health, Alzheimer's.
Right, no, that's modern shit. I'm talking about the ancient symbol, the tau. It's a cross.
Cancer, yeah.
Right? What year they have for that? Do they say?
Last, sir, I don't
the tau goes back a few thousand years. T-A-U. It goes back a few thousand years. The symbol, the cross symbol that the church uses, it's not exclusive to Christianity and the crucifixion of Christ. It goes back way, way back before that. It was these symbols the Babylonians would always use and promote and push. So Christmas is like a mishmash, a conglomerate of lies and myths to really control people and extract resources from you, right? Which is why you have to buy everything, which is why, save this sale going on. Come here, buy this new car, nothing down, blah, 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 because they really want to extract that resources from you. And that contributes to massive depression. That contributes to, fractures in the family. It contributes to so many fractures where January is called divorce month based on the stats the brother read. All right. So now what else goes up in, goes up. What else goes up in around this time? There's something else. Depression goes up. Divorce goes up. Right? That's the tall symbol. And there's other versions of it where it's a cross. It's a T that, evolved into the whole cross. The swastika thing even comes from tall. Go ahead.
Debt, sir.
Debt goes up because you're spending what you don't have for people that you don't love and don't love you back. Go ahead. And the brother, the microphone, please.
The crime rate goes up.
Crime goes up. That's a very, very neglected point. Why does crime go up around this time?
With everybody, or not everybody, but with the people who don't have, they're trying to get things. So like they stealing. You got the homeless people or people who are moving couch to couch, breaking in cars.
Homeless people ain't coming in no goddamn crime, man.
No, like they like
homeless people ain't. I see a nigga in Gamma, right? Push somebody over last night on a bike and have it on the news. He was wearing them Gammas you all lined up for 2 days ago. That nigga ain't homeless. Bukwash, look at me. You have a pair of them Gammas up? Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
I was just gonna say like overall anxiety goes up.
Okay, overall anxiety goes up. Why does the anxiety go up?
Pressure to look good.
Pressure to look good. I forgot about that part. The pressure to look good during Christmas time. You had to get the Frank Sinatra jacket and the shiny piece right here, and the long tuxedo thing, or the one with the fur, so you could look like Joe in the 90s R&B music video. The one with the fur around your thing. You had to get the fur for her, the his and her fur, the his and her boots, the Timbs. You get the point. Some of you niggas wearing the Uggs with the broad now. You're both looking like bushy foot walking around DC. Feel like hitting you over the damn car, but I know I'll be in council forever. She had the bold bushy, you know the bushy foot boots they wear now all the way up to the knee? The nigga got on the bushy foot shit up. I'm like, what in the hell is going on right now? Christmas got everybody upside down. Right? It's the anxiety, the pressure to look good, to buy the gifts, or to not buy a good gift. All right, go ahead. So lucky, that was it? That was it?
Yeah.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead.
I remember the brother in school where he worked at his slavery. They sell phones. And he was saying one of his co-workers stole like 5 or 6 brand new iPhones. And he was saying he was trying to, because he's a manager, he was trying to get a brother a chance to say, hey, man, just bring them back because you're gonna end up getting arrested, going to court. You know, this company gonna press charges on you. But so he said, look, between me and you, just bring them back. He said, sorry, I gotta keep it for my family. They need them for Christmas.
They need the phones for Christmas. Like they just got friends December 24th and they need to make a phone call on December 25th. For the rest of the year, they didn't need the phone. They was just sending pigeons, I guess. But December 25th, they need the phones. Right? iPhone is how much? About $500?
$1,000.
What?
Yeah, about 1,000. Since like 4 years ago.
Y'all crazy. Y'all is not case. Some of y'all have iPhones in here. Show a hand. All right. Okay. That don't matter. Old. That don't matter. Okay. I see what's going on in here. I see what's going on in here, bro. How many of y'all had the gammas? Yeah, I know. iPhone is $1,000. He stole 10?
He stole about 5 or 6, and he was willing to go to jail for it.
Yeah. Brother.
Salake, sir.
Come on out. Who's that?
It's Officer Maikwa.
Come on, Maikwa.
Yeah, Salake, sir. As the brother talk about the iPhones, even down here and all, they created a system where you could pay for it on credit now down here. So because it's so expensive, right? Just as he said, the iPhones are 1,000, so it's just about a little over 7,000 down here. So people taking it out on credit just to give the family for the Christmas season and then owing this debt in straight into the new year.
Listen, Michael, you need to go buy an Apple app. Like the actual fruit, tape it to any phone. Tape it to a burner phone app. And tell them, hey, I have a phone here for you. Give me $7,000. Y'all is insane. To make a fucking phone call? No. So like some of us remember the days when a phone call was 25 cents, that you put it in. That's the cost of a phone call. 25 cents, and you might need to stand in line. But I'm paying $1,000 for nothing. No. And he done did that and facing jail time. And I think over $1,000 is grand larceny. It's a certain amount. Somebody could look it up. You steal over a certain amount, it's no longer theft. It's something called grand larceny, which is felony shit, which is mandatory minimums and all that type of nonsense. And you're gonna do that. You don't steal that phone from mommy, your sister, or some broad who you think you're in love with, and she gonna be calling the nigga to come dig her guts out while you in jail. You dummy. This is what we're dealing with. Go ahead, Al.
Sir. It's different for
pass the mic to the brother. Say again? Yeah, you steal over $1,000 from anyone or store or anything. You take something that's valued over $1,000. It elevates from theft or petty theft to grand larceny, which is now this is federal shit. It's not worth it. Why even go through it? Go ahead.
Salagi, sir. I was gonna say like it's the number is different depending on the state, but some places it's like $250.
Oh, for real?
Constantly.
Shit, I didn't know that. Listen, don't steal. That's what you should do. Don't steal. But no, crime goes up, and that's who commit crimes, not homeless people. Homeless people, if homeless people committing crimes, it's all year round to eat or to get toilet paper or to get soap if they committing any crimes or to sleep somewhere, because the white man would put pointy things on the bench or remove the bench from the damn bus stop or do something in the park to make sure you can't sleep anywhere. And they might do something, break into an abandoned building and sleep there or trespass. That's the crime they commit. The crimes that get committed during Christmas time are committed by people with 401ks and W-2s. That's who commit the crimes around Christmas time. You get the point? It has absolutely nothing to do with Christ. It's an evil, satanic time of the year, and you should not do it. You're a week away. You don't have to buy the gifts. It would be better to suffer the anger of your family than to celebrate Christmas and end up in prison or your house burned down. Give me that too. Give me give me the house fire rates that go up during this time of the year. That's not something you all forgot to remember. Go ahead.
Quick, Joe, you know, Virginia, they just make up stuff, right?
Yep. They Commonwealth.
So with their grand larceny, it's 1,000, but also involves if you take something worth $5 or more from a person, that's a felony.
From a person. Because it involves intimidating somebody. Like how, unless you say, can I have $5? They give it to you, then that's not taking it. That's you asking for it. But if you put your hand in the brown bag, hey, give me $5, and they give that to you, brother, that's a felony. That's menacing, intimidation. That's all that type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you understand the white man's laws, brother. You'll see how you should walk. If you see exactly how it is he's laying this thing out, he's the devil. But you would now be, you would be a lot better off learning how these things operate, so you don't get, and you get yourself into something where it's such an easy thing, and now you facing years because you just stood over somebody and asked them for $5. There's certain things you just shouldn't do. You understand? Which is why the Israelite School of UPK is so important, because you could come in here and you don't have to want for $5 out. You don't have to want for it. You could come in here and get everything you need. You just need to make a phone call, preferably not on a $1,000 device. Because if you're calling me from a $1,000 device to ask for $5, I'll give you some advice on business and sales. I'll give you some good sales advice. You understand? I'll tell you about a place called eBay or Facebook Marketplace. I'll tell you, remove the SIM and go down to Walmart and get one of them $35 throwaways. And I'll show you how to get way more than $5. Quick and on the spot. You might even get $1,500 out of it if you follow it. You all understand? So you all know, if you're calling me from them devices asking for money, it's just I'm gonna turn you into an entrepreneur. I'm gonna turn you into salesman of the year. Go ahead.
I got the numbers.
Come on.
House fires is 47,000 fires occurred during the winter holiday season.
Say that one more time.
47,000 fires. It costs
house fires.
House fires, Khan.
47,000 houses during the winter period.
Khan. And the damage is $554 million in property damage. 500 people died, 2,200 people get injured.
Okay, here, slow down with them stats. Like. You just feeding me that shit like, you know what I mean? Slow down. 47,000 houses burned down every winter. This is in America?
Khan.
Go ahead.
500, more than 500 people die from it.
Over 500 people die in just the house fires alone. And these house fires start mainly from that bomb you're creating when you bring that tree in the house, or trying to cook something and forget it in the oven. Right? Go ahead.
Khan. And more than 2,200 injuries.
More than 2,200 injuries. 47,000 homes. 500 deaths in the homes.
2,200 injuries.
2,200 injuries and over $5.5 million in damages.
$554 million.
Oh, $500 million.
Khan.
So was that you maybe last year that showed how fast you showed a video of the fire department showing how fast the Christmas tree burns?
Oh, brother, that's a good video. If you could find it. I didn't even think about it.
There was a brother that lit a Christmas tree on fire and posted it online.
The brother, not that one he's talking about. I think the brother was just he's doing something so the Christians would get angry. This one was how fast a Christmas tree can engulf a house. All right, I think the fire department, it was staged, right? It was a stage thing. You could look up the video. So you see the amount of damages that happened during this Christmas time that they, tell you it's the most wonderful time of the year. You have 2,200 people dying in house fires. Imagine you go to sleep one night and you never wake up. That smoke chokes you in your sleep and then you catch a fire and burn to death. Like, that's a horrible way to go. Absolutely horrible way to go. Imagine the survivors is now homeless because you want to celebrate Christmas that has nothing to do with Christ. And you're out in the cold right now. It's bitter cold and we ain't even get to it yet. It's going to get in the negative in the next few weeks. Imagine now being without shelter because some idiot wants to celebrate Christmas. Like, you should never, ever do it. You shouldn't get in. You found it yet? Making sure. All right, no. So when you get, go ahead and play it. All right. So now give me let's go into some of the customs with Christmas time. All right. Give me the mistletoe. Give me the history of the mistletoe. Somebody Google it. Look it up.
Slack it, sir.
Come on with it up.
That's kind of a segue. What I was going to talk about the sexual assault and the violence goes rampant around that time. From alcohol consumption and all types of other sexual deviancies start to come out.
Absolutely, absolutely. I didn't even think about that part. Listen, I don't know why I didn't think about that part. I'm sitting right in here next to the child molester of the world. You get the point? I'm sitting right here next to him. The sexual deviancy also goes through the roof because of the intense euphoria. The euphoria is the drunken, the drunken happiness that happens. Is that it? Everybody can see it? Or not yet? I'm gonna get back to it, Matthew. I thought, that was a good point. Brother gonna show the video now. Make it bigger so everybody see that. All right, go ahead and play. All right. So you see the timer. Pause it right there. You see the timer, right? It's on 0. And this is a fire department showing you how fast it could go. Go ahead. The smoke is already there. We have 12 seconds. Now you sleep. You sleep at this point. How many of y'all have alarm clocks in the morning? How many times you hit that snooze? And don't even remember hitting the snooze. So the fire alarm is going off if it even worked. So, in our household, we prefer it beep for the whole year and never work. What time is that? That's probably less than a minute, right? Brother, the room blacker. Pause it. A dry tree can catch fire and burn faster than newspaper. From 2010 to 2012, there were an estimated annual average of 200 fires where the Christmas tree was the first item ignited, resulting in 10 deaths, 20 injuries, and $17 million in property loss. And this is in San Antonio. This is not nationwide. This is just that's stats for that area alone. Now I see how the 500 million comes in. You get the point? It's a ridiculous thing to have that thing in your house. It's ridiculous. If it's a dry tree, I think the pine has the oils in it that's also very flammable. You understand? And that accelerates it. Plus the tree is already, it's dried with the branches. So that's also combustible material. And that there's no venting. All that smoke is in there. You engulf anything, you're going to die from this damn tree. You really have a bomb in your house when you really look at it. Right? Even the electric ones. The electric ones start fires because why? Everybody, plugs everything into that one little plug in the wall and just get the circuit breaker and just add everything onto it. Overheat, fire, you're dead. Because Christmas has nothing at all to do with Christ or God. it's almost like a yearly sacrifice that's being made when you celebrate Christmas. It's almost like some people are going to die tonight or die next week, and we're not going to change. Whoever dies, die. Whoever doesn't die, well, next year maybe you'll die. All right, who has mistletoe? Come on.
Salaki.
Come on with
mistletoe, the evolution of a Christmas tradition. Why does
give me a mistletoe on the screen too, all right? Right? A mistletoe, say it again.
The evolution of a Christmas tradition. Why does this parasitic plant remind us of romance?
Right? Why does this parasitic, I think it's parasitic, right? Why does this parasitic plant remind us of romance? What do you know about the mistletoe? You raise your hand real quicker. You raise your hand super quick, brother. Let me hear about the work wife. Go ahead.
In the movies, they always
say the movie. He said the movie. I asked him about the work wife. You say it in the movie. He take himself out of that shit quickly.
In the movies, they always Salaki, sir. In the movies, they always talking about kissing under the mistletoe.
Kissing under the mistletoe in 4th of July?
Sir.
It's Christmas time, right?
Sir.
Around Christmas time, they have this mistletoe thing, and you get free pets around this time. And in January, you find out you have HSV1. Anybody know what the hell that is? Yeah, I ain't got to tell you. You're going to find out. Don't worry. You're going to find out. Go ahead and kiss everybody you want. Give me some more on the time.
I got 2 stories. Sir. Baldur, grandson.
Two sources, you mean? Like 2 different articles? That's fine. You can continue on the first one you was reading.
Sir.
All right, go ahead.
Baldur, grandson of the Norse god Thor, woke up one morning certain that each and every plant and animal on the earth wanted to kill him. His mother consoled him.
Right. So this is Greek mythology. This is not a real person, right? This is who, the grandson of Thor?
Sir.
Right. This nigga wake up one day and decided he was afraid of plants. And all the plants was gonna kill him. All right, go ahead.
Sir. His wife consoled him, but all to no avail. Baldur cowered in his room, half wild with fear. His mother and wife decided to ask every living thing to leave their poor Baldur in peace. They begged the kindness of the oak tree, the pig, the cow, the crow, the ant, and even the worm. Each agreed. Then, as Baldur paused to celebrate his release from torment, he felt a pain in his chest. He had been stabbed and killed by an arrow made from the wood of a mistletoe plant. Mistletoe was the one species on earth his wife and mother had failed to notice. Baldur died, but a lesson was learned. Never forget about the mistletoe. Mistletoe would come to hang over our doors as a reminder to never forget. We kiss beneath it to remember what Baldur's wife and mother forgot. At least that is one version of the origin of our relationship with the mistletoe.
Right. So that's one account of the mistletoe. Come on. Mike, brother.
And they got two other short.
Hold on, before I get to that one, you keep the mic before I get to that one. So now you have this ancient Norse or Nordic mythology with Thor and Baldur and whoever else, and they were supposed to get rid of all the plants, and one plant stayed, and somebody killed this fool anyway. Why is it so important? Not so important, but why is that? What's so pertinent about the Nordic customs around this time? Come on.
Is that supposed to be where the North Pole is and with Santa Claus?
Nordic people is like them Viking people. You get the point, coming from Norway and that type of area. Go ahead. Right? You ever heard of the winter solstice? That's their culture. Worshipping the stars and the signs in the sky. The what's that thing with the lights?
Northern Lights.
The Northern Lights. There's another word for it. Something borealis or borealis or something like that. I forget what it's called, right? They call it the Northern Lights, but there's another term for it. And that's also part of the winter solstice. That culture comes from them, right? That culture comes from them They're dealing with all these plans, and this plan could kill you and all that type of stuff. Let's get the other one.
Slovakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. That's it. That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Aurora Borealis. All right. Let's get the other account of the mistletoe.
So we have two others. We have the Celtic Druids and we have Roman Saturnalia.
Right. Celtic Druids, which is kind of like the same people. The Celtics is from what is that, Scotland or Ireland? I think it's Scotland. The Druid, the Druids are, like witches and warlocks. They're heavy into this plant and that plant and nature and tree huggers and a ton of pagan rituals. Right? Go ahead.
And the other one, Roman Saturnalia.
Is there expansion on the Druids?
Oh, so like it says revered mistletoe as sacred, believing it held mythical powers, offering it for fertility, protection from evil during winter solstice rituals involving oak trees.
Right? This was long before Christ. The Druids believe that mistletoe had special mythical powers. It could give you protection in the wintertime. It could, it's good for fertility, right? It's good for fertility, which is why all the little bulbs on it is like the fruit of it, right? They look at that and they think, well, this thing is producing this in wintertime. It must be good for fertility, which is how heathens are, right? You could put it on the side and just put, no, in fact, leave it like that. It's to what? How heathens are. Heathens look at the physical thing and they never think that there is a creator. They look at the creation and get totally marveled by it. You understand? Which is why the Hamites would worship the sun, because the sun gives heat, the sun allows plants to grow. Which is why pagan farmers would worship Zeus, the thunder god, because he would bring the rain, and the rain would give you plants, and rain would give you water. But they never thought that there's somebody who put the sun there, or somebody who put the clouds there to bring the rain. You understand? They always worship something they think is that they create. Some heathens, they worship women. You all heard about it? The black woman is God. That's an old culture. That's not new. That's a very old culture of woman worship that made its way through damn near every religion. Every religion. That's why Roman Catholicism, right? You do something wrong in the church, you got to go say what? 5 Hail Marys, Holy Mary, Mother of God, something, 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 something. You got to get some beads and press the whole rosary out, because it's the whole culture of woman worship. Why do they worship women? Who knows? Come on, Shepard, you know? Come on. I don't know nothing about that shit you talking about. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Buddhism, they worship the earth.
Buddhism worship everything except Buddha. You get the point? Why do they worship women? Think about it. The sun gives heat. The rain gives water and refreshment. Why do they worship women? Go ahead.
Women give children.
Woman gives vagina.
Yeah.
You need to say it plain so these dummies will not, understand it. She gives vagina, and some heathen, he is so blown away by it. It's like, look at her. She must be God. 5 minutes ago, she was yelling, oh God, oh God. So who's God? It's a heathen culture. It's the heathen way to look at something that may have power over you for temporarily or in a certain space of time and start worshiping it. Start worshiping it. They worship animals, the lion. The East Indians worship the elephant because it's so large. You could carry on, brother. Antawala. Oh, somebody in there? All right, no, so you know when you use the hand sanitizer? Do you think? It's up to you, right? They worship the elephant because it's so big and strong. Some of them worship the cobra snake because it's so long. They have a king cobra, super long. And when it stands up and the head swell out and they look at it and like, this thing is marvelous. We're going to worship this. They worship the mice because the mice is, pull up a video of them East Indians temple. They have a temple on one of them rivers down there where they go down and bathe and they defecate and piss in. and the temple is overrun with mice. And you would think, okay, they'll call the exterminator. No, they come down there with milk and sweets and give the mice, and sometimes suck the milk from the same bowl with the mice, and just do it because they are enamored by the mouse. All right, when you get the video, pull it up. Go ahead, brother. Pass the mic to the brother if you don't mind. Whoever have the mic, pass it to the brother, all right?
Wow.
1 second, Arawadia. I'm gonna come to you. Watch, you can put the brothers back up on the screen for now.
You can't forget about the Hamites worshiping the cow and bathing in that piss.
The Hamites worship the cattle and bathe in the piss and wouldn't eat the cattle. That's another thing the East Indians do. They don't eat the cow meat. They'll feed the cow till the cow could trample them, but they'll never eat the cow. And that's just a heathen custom and a heathen way of life. All right, go ahead, Arawadia.
Cut on. So those East Indians, they have a special infatuation with the white mice. They leave special meals out for them.
So they're racist with the mouse.
I guess so, sir.
Good night. Good night. Bakwasha about to show you the video here now. You found it, Bakwasha? You still have to pull it up.
I got it.
All right.
Salakia, sir, if I may, real quick.
Go. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second now. I think brother gonna pull it up right here. Is it up on the screen?
Live. Want to make it bigger?
Yeah, please, brother. All right.
At first glance, this temple in northern India looks like any other. Pilgrims come here to pray to the saint and goddess Karni Mata. But this temple also houses other deities. Rats.
There you go.
They run rampant in the courtyards, spill out of doors, tumble downstairs, scurry around corners. And there's not one, not two, but over 15,000 of them inside. Welcome to the Rat Temple.
We consider the rats as a form of the goddess.
No,
we worship them.
That's who yelling at you in Dunkin' Donuts. That's who is, some of them in the medical field and talk to you all kind of way when you go in there for medical advice. That's who is you call some customer service line. He on the other end. Hello, my name is Richard. Listen, Captain Ash told me one time he said one of them said the name is Paul. He said, no, your name is Ranjit. Nigga, hang up. Your name can't be no Paul. That's who is talking to you. Go ahead.
It's like if I could. And they said the same family or caste people own 80% of America's hotel systems.
Yeah. We don't own it though. We don't own none of it because we don't worship no rats. I play some more.
Jatudin is a priest of the Karni Mata temple in the village of Deshnok near Beck.
Why is he wrapping his head? They stole that from Israelites. When you get to the whole history of the world, a lot of their culture is because they seen us do it. And it's not like today where you have people teaching them how to dance and sing. At one time, they had to look at us and try to copy what we do. And that's them trying to copy the shit. Even the man dressed them Arabs way. They see our long garment. And nobody showed them what the hell to do. They put on this thing thinking they're holy, and they're not. It's a horrible tie right there. You see, look horrible, absolutely horrible. Go ahead.
It's his job to look after the rats. But he doesn't just serve them. He also drinks, eats, and sleeps with them. Jatudin
if I could, sir, slack it.
He flicked it on him like perfume, man. He took all that rat saliva and washed his hand and flicked it on him like this is Dior. Dior the mouse. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, slack, what you just said was so heavy and just remind me of something, right?
Wow.
You said a lot of them they seen what we do and they try to copy it. I mean, like those Arabs with those dresses, stuff like that. The same thing happens to fake Israelite groups. They heard about it, they seen it, and they try to copy it, and they end up embarrassing themselves.
Oh man!
So any culture, even the culture within us.
Right, I didn't think about them, man. I should have gone for the rats. We ain't have to go on too much more with it unless there's more. Is anything else that's good? The first time you seen it. Anyway, that's the point. They worship the things. You could look up the video on your own, and it'll tell you why they worship them, and and they worship a whole lot of things that the Lord create. Now, give me the precept for it. I'm gonna probably give it to you for time's sake. Give me it in the Apocrypha. Give me Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 13. Start at 1. All right. Start at 1. Whoever have it first, just go ahead and read. If it's a brother in the class, just ask for the mic, and you can just go ahead and read. All right.
Gone. I got it, sir.
Go ahead,
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Surely, vain are all men by nature.
Say it again.
Who are
Say it again.
Surely, vain are all men by nature.
Say it one more time.
Surely, vain are all men by nature.
That's something you must remember. You must remember, without the Most High, man is vain. What does that mean? What does that mean, vain? Surely, men are vain by nature. Man. What does that mean? Come on, get the mic too.
And meaning that men, we worship anything, or we make it something significant, make some item significant.
That is really
nothing.
Nothing. That's man. Man is vain. It's really nothing. This is nothing. Come on, Shabbat.
I mean, like they call it the almighty dollar. It's a piece of paper.
The almighty dollar. That's worth nothing.
Right.
It's worth nothing. Right? Keep going.
Khan. Surely, vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God.
Go ahead.
And could not out of the good things that are seen known him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster.
That's the heathen. The heathen, seeing all the good things that are there, surely would be like, well, damn, whoever put this here is so great. They don't think like that. The heathen see all the things that are there and start worshiping the things that are there. They start worshiping that thing and could not in their mind think, well, somebody put it there. You get the point? Keep going.
Khan. Verse 2. But deem either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circle of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven.
Or the lights of heaven. That's what we're talking about with the aurora borealis, or the northern lights, or whatever else. They look at all that and deem this thing. Go ahead.
Khan. To be the God.
To be what?
To be the gods.
To be what?
To be the gods.
To be what?
To be the gods.
Go ahead.
Which govern the world.
That's how the heathen are. The heathen will look at everything else and say, well, surely you rule the world. Surely the sun is the ruler of the world. Surely the moon is the ruler of the world. The wind is the ruler of the world. The rivers is the ruler of the world. The great ocean, the great spirit, that wind blowing here, there, and everywhere, is the ruler of the Mother Earth. Surely Mother Earth, Mother Nature. They look at everything with power and don't think somebody has the power. They think that thing is power and I'm going to worship it. Go ahead.
There's a question online. UBK Makola says, Salaki, sir, is it without the truth men will worship the things that bring them pleasure?
Exactly. Without it, you would worship everything. Remember, I'm gonna just paraphrase something now to not get too far off the topic, right? But remember, go ahead, do your thing. But remember now, in the where's it in the Apocrypha? Ezra's, with the most powerful thing, right? There's these three brothers, And they start talking amongst themselves, right? You ain't how to pull it because for time. I'm just paraphrasing. Let's find out where it is so I can tell everybody. And I answer Maculat, Officer Maculat down in Atlanta, right? These three brothers, just like young men, they're in the service of the king and they start talking amongst themselves. What do you think is the most powerful? One man say, the king, because everybody stands when he comes in the room and could do whatever. Another man say, wine. Meaning alcohol is strong because, you know, it toppled so many people. It caused you to compromise and do so many other different things. You get the point? Then the third brother say, of everything powerful is the woman. And then he said, how you figure that? He said, look at how the woman plays with the king. He said, look over there. And they had this king, and this woman comes and sits on his lap. And she takes the crown off and twirls it around her finger. He says, surely this man orders us to go to war. He orders us to kill. He orders us to take a life. He orders somebody. He has tremendous power. And look at her. Even she slapped him. You could read it whenever you find the precept, right? I mean, on your own time. And so the individual would be you seeing this mighty man with tremendous power, and this broad is sitting there playing with him, toying with him like how only a woman could toy with a man, right? Because she likes him or wants something from him, but he likes her affection. And she there stroking him, slapping him in the face, taking the crown off the king's head, twirling it around. He said, well, surely the woman is the most powerful. Like, she's more strong than drink. The third brother come back and say, nah. He said, yeah, indeed, the woman is the most powerful, but above her is the truth. The truth is the most powerful thing on the earth. If you're not in the truth, brother, you're going to end up like Shannon Sharp. You're going to end up like that fool up there in Michigan. He went and he got one dog. He said, what's better than one dog? Two. Yeah, I got two. I got a Cocker Spaniel and what's the other thing they like? The Golden Retriever, right? You'd be like RG3 or some other fool trying to get, you're falling to some broad. You get the point? You're falling to the wiles of a woman without the truth. Without the truth, brother, that's the only thing you will have. The truth is the most high. It's his spirit. It's what he wants. It's what he likes. It's his ways. And you learn the truth, you're going to be more powerful. You're going to be able to rule her instead of her ruling you. You're going to be able to rule the wine instead of the wine ruling you. You're going to be able to rule whatever that rules everybody else. You get the point? You're going to be able to rule that thing instead of it ruling you. All right? Go ahead, Nakama.
Oh, yeah, but like...
Did you find where it was? Don't worry about it. Go ahead. Somebody pass the mic for him, please.
Like the woman being the most powerful under the truth. The woman, like, she got so much popularity. Monica Lewinsky, she ain't nothing but she did one thing and got popular.
I don't even know what the broad looked like. Right. But I do know her name. I do know her name. I do. Listen, I was thinking just the other day, like, I don't think sisters really understand the power they have. I think sisters really don't get it. And I think sisters think they have to be like a man to have the power. You'll have a power that there's nothing can rival it. Let me give you an example, right? Everybody heard of Lorena Bobbitt, right? Go ahead, Bukash. Anybody ever heard that name, Lorena Bobbitt? Anybody has never heard that name before? No sweat, that's fine. Lorena Bobbitt was a woman who became famous, I think, in the late 90s because she cut her husband's rod off and threw it out the car window because she was angry with him. And I sat there one day and I was thinking, how did she get to cut his rod off? Like, she ain't stabbing. She ain't hit him from, behind in the head like Rihanna hit Chris Brown in that car. You all didn't know I was backing Chris Brown in that fight. I already knew it. From the time the story broke, I said, that's a Benjamite. She hit him first. The sisters ain't gonna be angry with me with that shit. But I knew she cracked him first and made him lose his mind. And she admitted. She said she was the one who would start the fight. But anyway, Lorena Bobbitt in the car with the nigga. How she cut it off? I think she cut it off in the house and drove away and then threw it somewhere. How did she do it? He did not see that thing coming. He did not suspect that shit would ever happen. Because she used her feminine wiles, in this case, to inflict, tremendous pain. But that's the power she has. She can get close. She can make you do what? Disarm. Drop your whole guard. Go ahead.
With Esther, it was Esther. Esther was able to come into the king's chamber without an appointment.
Listen, Esther just went and got fly. You go read about Esther, brother. Esther didn't, poison nobody and, become G.I. Jane and all. Esther went and fasted, got some sister to braid her hair down, put on the baddest dress she could, and came into the king's chamber when it was unlawful to go to him, where anybody who came there without an appointment would die. They would be put to death by the king's guard. The guards drew the sword. The king said, hold up. He said, my love, what do you want? She come to him. He said, listen, as bad as you looking, you could ask for the kingdom today and you'll have it. And that's just from looking at the brother. I don't know what the hell this, battle of the sexes is about. Just get feminine and be sweet and watch the brother melt. Watch the brother just be ready to just slew a whole nation for you. Go ahead.
And I always love this story. Is the sister in the scriptures? All the Israelite men were scared of this king or warrior, and then she got herself together. She got fly, and she got some way she got close to him and cut his head off and brought his head to the Israelite brothers, saying, "Look what I did.
Look what a daughter of Zion did." That's I think that's Judith, right? I believe it's Judith in the Apocrypha. I think it's her, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like there's tremendous power a sister can have if she fully takes hold of the power the Lord gave to her. You get the point? If she fully takes hold of that power, but just understand that the only thing above that power is the truth, right? Is the absolute truth. There's something else I want to go into with that. Just you'll take a pin in that. We're going to continue for now, all right? So that's it. This whole chapter 13 and 14 in the Apocryphal Wisdom of Solomon is about idol worship. It's an excellent chapter on idol worship. You could read it through. You could get some more understanding about it, all right? But for Makulat, to answer your question, the truth is the most powerful thing on the earth. Without it, you will be taken by everything. Everything will overcome you. Christmas will overcome you. Thanksgiving will overcome you. 4th of July will overcome you. A birthday will overcome you. Some people break over a birthday. You didn't call me for my birthday. And it worse again if you're in the truth and the relative call you and say, how come you ain't do this for my birthday? And you start feeling guilty. You can't break over a goddamn birthday. You cannot break over that shit. That shit is so much nothing and worthless and useless. All right? So let's get back with it. Mistletoe. All right, give me some more on the mistletoe. Somebody else, please pull up Krampus. All right, somebody pull up Krampus. All right. So that's the first thing with the mistletoe. It's them Celtic druids, which is like really a religion of witches and warlocks and worshiping dead things and plants and making poisons out of plants and potions. And they thought this would protect them against war and also be fertility. It would benefit them with fertility. Go ahead, brother. Pass the microphone. You want to ask a question?
No, just one more thing on the mistletoe. Here it says it's famously originates from the Anglo-Saxon word mistle, meaning dung, and tan, meaning twig, referencing how birds spread its seeds through droppings.
Yes, that's also true, because the fruit, you see the berries. Oh, you have the one back up with the berry. You can use a different tab too. Yeah, you see them berries. When Bukwash pull it up, you'll see it. Right? Not that one, Bukwash. We finished with the mouse man. So you could delete the ones we ain't using no more. The tall one. All right. You see the berries? Those is like fruit. So the birds would eat that, and just like what birds do, the fruit, they don't digest that part. That part comes out whole when they defecate, and that would be spreading the seed down there. You get the point? Or they would eat it and drop the seed somewhere else. You get the point? That's what a lot of smaller animals like that do. The Lord made them for that. Birds, bees, to pollinate, to spread things. And that's how mistletoe would grow everywhere. And it's like a parasite where it would take onto a tree and just take over the tree. All right. That's absolutely true. All right. Go ahead on the comment.
Got a couple more things. Roman Saturnalia. Mistletoe was used in these winter festivals to symbolize life and fertility, a tradition later linked to Christmas.
Right. Roman Saturnalia, which is the celebration of the Northern Lights and the Aurora Borealis. Right. They get that from, the Vikings and the Celts and the Druids. They would worship the mistletoe because it was linked to fertility and what else?
Symbolized life and
it symbolized life. Go ahead.
And fertility and
fertility. Go ahead.
And the winter festivals.
And the winter festivals. So the winter festivals was all about the celebration of the lights, where they'll have the big bonfire, right? They have the big bonfire and they go out there and they have the mistletoe because it's in the winter, it's still there, almost like the evergreen tree. And it would symbolize to them life. Like this thing grows. Damn, it's winter when? What's happening in winter time? Go ahead.
Everything is dead.
Everything is done. It's dead. It's twigs outside. There's no life. But this thing is growing, so this thing must represent life. And look, it has fruits. It's multiplying. Maybe if I eat this, I'll live and I'll multiply. And later on, it became merged with Christmas later on because of the Romans, the Babylonians, and with them councils of Nicaea, Chalcedon, I always forget the third one, where they decided what doctrine would be taught in Christianity and Catholicism, right? The Romans would keep parts of the Bible and merge it with the pagan customs of the day to appease the people. So instead of forcing Christianity on people and killing everybody like they did in the Crusades, they'll let you keep some of your culture and find a way to merge it into what the Bible say, so that you don't be offended that now you can't worship 12 gods. You just have to worship 3. You get the point? That's what they would do. And now the mistletoe is now part of the Christmas celebration. Anything else?
In the 18th century, England, the kissing tradition gained prominence, first among servants and then spreading as people hung mistletoe for good luck, renewal.
All right, slow down. Yeah, listen, you can't go over that part. In the 18th century, which is the 1700s, the kissing part in England, which really was the center of the earth at that time, it gained prominence with who first?
First among servants.
Among servants. The servants would be really who? Don't think race, just think status.
Poor.
The poor, which they would call the pagan, the one who is low in status. He's doing just he's doing whatever. They would be the servant, and it would become, permissible amongst them because they have their culture, but England is Christian or Catholic, so they merge it together. You get the point? So it becomes famous among them first, and remember, from those servants, the history of it would be fertility and life. Fertility for a heathen means what? Go ahead. What does fertility for a heathen mean?
They can reproduce and spread their nasty ways.
You're trying to clean your shit up. Fertility for a heathen. Let me help you out. Donald Trump, Epstein. Who was the other one? Weinstein. Diddy. At this point, he a heathen. What does fertility for a heathen mean? Go ahead, Arawalia.
I would say the hard R culture. I don't want to say the name, but great culture.
Oh, okay, Salaki. I was like, I think a nigga. I'm like, Salakia. I didn't know that's what
if I could.
Salakia. Go ahead.
Fertility for a heathen means the minute The minute they see any blood, like she has a period, they're ready to, you know, engage in sexual intercourse with her.
Listen, that's a heathen. Just think Muhammad with the little girl. I always mix up the name. What's the right name for the bro? Aisha.
Aisha.
I don't know. I just know he was a child molester, right? Like this bastard again. So close, right? A heathen, fertility for a heathen is if it's too slow and if it has a hole. If it's too slow to run away and it has a hole, you ain't got tonight. Captain Nasback sent me a video where they're talking about Trump. There's just a little sidebar. More stuff come up with Epstein and them, right? Brother, I can't even describe it. Because let me see if I can send it to you. You can pull it up. They got some stuff on the file with him on video and pictures that was sent in between him and Epstein and other people who was you know at the parties. And he got this image from a video, right? I think the video was on Fox, one of them breaking news station. Right? I just sent it to you to your messenger. Is that okay?
Constant.
Right? Sure. You can pull it up?
Okay.
I highly doubt this will get us flagged, but if it do,
what is it? Like,
listen, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, what the hell is this thing? Go ahead, pull it up, Bob. You was able to? All right, the brother gonna show you something here that's gonna, you know, blow your mind, brother. This is some news channel called Breaking Points, and they say new shocking Epstein images feature celebrities, politicians, and bizarre objects. You want to see a bizarre object, God? It's worse than the mistletoe. Now that's a glove with rib things like a condom would have the ribs. And I'm like, okay, you got to far exceed the regular threshold of a regular human being to think I need to make a glove for all five. Like, what you doing with the pinky, nigga? Why the pinky need any action? I don't get it. Like, think about why would you need something on your pinky? To do what? But that's the heathen. He can't just be regular. That's fertility to him. That's, you know, what you would think. I'd go meet a broad or meet a brother if you're a sister. He is beyond that. Where's he putting that? And who? And why you need 5? And for the life of me, what the fuck is the pinky doing? You digging your ass with that shit? That's the heathen. That's it. You understand? Go ahead.
From Edward Scissorhand to Daniel Dildo Hand. It's crazy.
That ain't Scissorhand. That nigga thumb big as shit. You got thumbs up. You look at you across the room and give you a thumbs up. You in danger. You in absolute danger. Good night. You go ahead. Get that shit off the screen before we get unclean up in here. Golly. I see the thing. I was like, what the fuck is this? He talking about OJ glove. That don't fit. You must have quit her. God damn. That's a heathen. A heathen is that type of thing. So now when you see the mistletoe, give me back the mistletoe. The mistletoe is no different to that thing. It's a bizarre thing. Imagine somebody walk through the door and you open the door. Hey, how you doing? Merry Christmas. And you looking up at something and this person has to kiss you. You don't know where this mouth has been. You don't know this person. It's a bizarre thing, but that's Christmas. That's your work husband. You better go on that slavery and see if they got any of that shit hanging up. You better go see it. Any more on the mistletoe? Or we good on that?
Like the last sentence with England. 18th century England, the kissing tradition gained prominence first among servants, and then spreading. People hung mistletoe for good luck, renewal, and peace during Christmas.
Right? For good luck, renewal, and peace during Christmas. Why do they need peace during Christmas? I thought it was the most wonderful time of the year. Why do they need peace? because it's a bunch of bullshit. It's, you know, it's depression, it's anxiety, it's buying gifts that you know they're not gonna like. It's buying gifts for people you don't like, and you're giving it to them anyway. While we're in England, somebody look up Boxing Day. Look up something called Boxing Day. 2 words. Who have it read quickly, all right?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
If I may, I was going to say, Gorilla Pegger, he probably ordering one right now. One of them gloves.
I never showed him it, Matthew. I put the girls back up on the screen. No, Matthew, I should have never put that image on the screen. Sakari doing a bulk order right now. A big bulk order right now. The Amazon warehouse going crazy over that black glove. God damn. Very gay. You paid 5 times, 1 for each finger. Good.
Silagi, sir, if I may, I couldn't imagine going on a date with a young lady and she whip out one of them gloves and say, I need this tonight.
Listen, I don't know about you, but the Bible says trust in the good stock of your people. I thank the Lord for commanding Yahanna and the I.S.U.P.K, because I'm not going on no date with no broad in the world, with no bitch in the world. Listen, I need to sidestep to go into something else too. I'll just call a camp leader and say, brother, there's a fine young tender thing over there. There's a PYT. You're too young for that shit. There's a PYT over there in such and such state. Give me her record. She pays her tithes? Yeah. All right, cool. Check. What will she do? She cook for the school? Yep. Check. What else is going on? Is she crazy? Is she on meds or anything? Nah. All right, check. Come on. Even if she on meds, don't worry. I have something for that too. I'll take that too. Don't even worry about that shit. I'll fill the prescription just right. And I ain't need no gloves for that shit. I'll fill that prescription all the way up. You get the point? You trust in here, brother. I ain't going on no date with no broad in the world, but I'll ask the quarter the right way. Go ahead, Yahanna. Go ahead.
Yeah, so about boxing, it's usually celebrated the day after Christmas.
Right. It's usually celebrated the day after Christmas, December 26th. Right. And this is not an American tradition. It's more Britain and the Caribbean and places like that. Places that's more British colonial rule. Go ahead.
Primarily observed in the United Kingdom and Commonwealth nations like Canada, Australia.
All which is like British rule. Go ahead.
It is a public holiday centered on relaxation, sport, and shopping.
Right. It's a public holiday centered on relaxation, sport, and shopping. Bullshit. Right? Salaki. That was added after the sports part. They play game. They have professional games played on the 26th, which is the day right after Christmas. They also have the shopping and the fashion. The women walk around with the hats. Like you ever see the horse race in the Preakness? How they wear the fancy hats? In Britain and places that's British rule, Boxing Day, the women are known for wearing those hats. They order in the hats. Right? And of course, the hats come in the boxes, but not just the hats. Boxing Day is also known for them gifts you get the day before. You don't like that shit, you could box that shit up and go give it to somebody else. It's called Boxing Day. Oh, it's about he about to be about. I was scared for him in a second. I thought he was, yeah, listen, he wants it. You better pull him back in. You better pull him back. That table is unforgiving. But they take that they take all them gifts they don't want, put it in a box, send it to somebody else. The gift that you went broke trying to buy, the gift that you stood in line 1 a.m. in the morning to get this person, they get it, box it up, give it to somebody else. Why would you even do it to yourself? I have no idea. Let's keep going. What else you have? No, that's it on the Boxing Day, right? So we did the Boxing Day, we did the mistletoe. Was it that it on the mistletoe? We did the mistletoe. What we have next? Krampus. Right, go ahead. You got something?
I got Krampus.
Come on. Let me get a good picture of Krampus up on that screen. You could kill the mistletoe. We done with that. You could X that up. Just X, yeah, so you don't get confused. Right? You could X the Ratman out too. Right, good. Go ahead.
Krampus is a horned half goat, half demon.
Pull everybody up on the screen. Go ahead.
Krampus is a horned half goat, half demon figure from Central European Alpine folklore.
Right? Central European Alpine folklore. In other words, the caveman. Right? Alpine is what? The mountains, the Alps. Right? In other words, the caveman is folklore from them. Also, there's a picture, Bukwash, with them. You could probably put it up on your phone first. That way everybody could still see what's going on the screen. Let's go back to the screen now. Right? There's a picture with Krampus beating some kids. Right? You find that, all right? Go ahead.
Who serves as the menacing companion to Saint Nicholas.
Right. You ever heard about Krampus growing up? You heard about the Grinch, right? And the Grinch was supposedly against Christmas. But according to this, he is this sodomite's companion. Is Claus and Krampus, right? Go ahead.
Punishing misbehaving children with birch branches by dragging them to hell.
So now he's going to Santa Claus is up here. Give me that one. I'll take that one. Now there's one with him swinging something at them. I definitely saw it. Scroll down. Look at where right there, to the right with the girl in the pink. All right. Yeah, come on. You got to zoom in and just put that in. I'll show you how to work that thing out. Just put the mouse on it. All right, no, sir. You got it. All right, I'll take that. Right? So you see the broad on her knees in pink. He got chains out for a little girl. And he got a whip in his hand. That tongue longer than Broadway. And another broad in the basket. Krampus is a pedophile. And Krampus beats these kids. Krampus was probably on Epstein Island. He was probably right there with them, devouring these kids. According to their folklore, Krampus would be the one who would, exact vengeance on the kids for being bad. And Salaki, what y'all doing to me? You're switching other pictures. To what? We good with that? You need to switch again?
No, I was just zooming in.
Don't even worry about that. Once again, if it's going on, you could tell them about it after. Don't even worry about it, all right? He's the one that would deal to water too, though. Right? He's the one that would deal with, the bad kids. And dealing with bad kids is some demon who comes in to chain you up and beat you. Some old S&M shit going on. Like, what some little girl had to be on her knees praying like this for? This is part of your Christmas spirit. This is part of it, which is why in the spirit, so many children get destroyed through Christmas. So many children develop lust during Christmas time because why? From Thanksgiving, they're showing you all the damn toys, right? Years ago, they would send you, I don't know if they still do it, but you would get a catalog with a ton of new toys, shit you has never seen in your life before. Shit you never seen, figurines and dolls for the girls and cars and all kind of shit. And you putting pressure on these kids. On the kids putting pressure on the parents to buy these gifts. And what happens when the parent can't afford to buy these gifts? Come on.
The kids hate the parents. They there's plenty of videos of on social media. Oh, I have a broke parent. My parents poor. I wish I had another family, a new family. Kids are really saying that when their parents can't do afford things for them.
It's destroying a child. The child starts hating the parent, developing resentment, developing self-esteem issues because in their mind, their parents is too broke. Or this toy is a bullshit toy because when they go to school in January and the other kids come with the expensive toys, they look at this thing here like it's unworthy, not knowing the parents did extra time for that shit and spend the last on it or went into debt for this shit. I'm gonna tell you something else that happens when they go to school. They steal the other kids' toys. You come to school with that Monday, nigga, you better walk around with that bag on your back until 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Because at 11:30, when you run outside for recess, you're gonna be in there klepto, stealing everything. Go ahead, Bukwash.
No, when you were saying about what the parents, had to go through to get the toys and whatnot, I was just thinking about I'm in a bind, Nate.
Say again?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
You in a bind. Good night. Don't be in a bind. Come in the truth and be free. Come in the truth and be free. Like it develops so much unnecessary lust and a total skewed way of looking at the world. Right? It's not healthy. It's not a healthy thing that we should celebrate or partake in. Not to mention the money you would save if you just withdraw from Christmas.
Right.
You ain't got to buy no tree because that tree ain't making it till next year. It ain't like the old school days where your parents beating you to put that tree up. That tree is going to be on the side of the road January 7th or 8th after the 12th day. It's going to be in the trash somewhere to go buy another one next year. You don't have to buy no lights. You don't have to buy no turkey or ham or pork for Christmas Day. You don't have to buy no gifts. Well, what's the average household cost for Christmas? What do you think people are spending, in preparation for gifts? If let's say you're a bachelor or you have one woman, or is you, your woman, and a little kid, and then a full family is about 6-7 of you all in the house. How much do you think you're spending? Go ahead in the camera. I don't need mic. Grab the mic from me.
So if it's just you and your woman, I say the minimum is gonna be 2,000-3,000 all the way up to about 7,000, 8,000, 10,000.
It's a ridiculous figure they're spending on.
Yeah.
Because you see anything?
Okay, sir. Is it?
Go ahead. Grab the mic.
It's about 1,000 to 2,000, sir.
1,000 to 2,000. That's
okay.
probably for a man and one woman. Now. That's 1,000 to 2,000. You told me an iPhone is $1,000. Like one phone call and that's the Christmas budget. That Christmas budget for people in the world who really pushing out is what he's saying is probably about 3,000 to 5,000 on the low end. On the low end of things, it's probably that amount. All right. Give me some videos of Krampus. Give me some Krampus Day celebrations. So this is who Krampus is, right? Krampus is supposed to be like, Slack, you was going to say something? Go ahead, Al. Right. Also give me Proverbs 3:31.
Slaggy, sir. There was a movie that came out.
Not the movie, because give me there's a whole Krampus celebration. Go ahead.
Yeah, there was a movie that came out in 2015 about Krampus. And the whole movie was based on like one kid who said he wanted a whole different family.
Mm-hmm.
And Krampus came and killed his entire family. And him
was it
too.
2015 or later than that?
It's 2015.
You might want to Google that shit. 2015? Okay. You sure? Just double check and see when it came out for sure. Right? You sure? You know somebody who was rude like that. You know somebody. I've been trying to help you all out. I've been really trying to really educate you all in here. But you have to think that I'll be, harping on you. You knew somebody who used to do it, right? Right. Good. You don't know him anymore. He fell off the face of the earth. Thank the Lord. Go ahead.
Yeah, the movie came out December 4th, 2015.
2015. Okay, all right, I'll take that. Listen, I only heard of the movie after a breakdown. That's how I know they be watching UPK. That's why I asked you exactly when.
Awesome.
Because was you able to find the footage of it? Just go to YouTube. Just pull it up there and just type in Krampus. I don't know what you're dealing with. Just pull up one of the tabs. The same tab you're in. You could just, type, the same tab that's showing. Oh, it's not the picture?
No, live.
Isn't that a web page?
What's that?
The one with the picture.
No, live. Sir.
That's a web page. That has a URL on top. Just go to the URL. No, yeah. Type YouTube. Type in Krampus. Right. Pick anyone that's not any.
I found myself at a time.
All right, don't worry. It'll do something. All right. Give me some volume.
When the Krampuses came out to play, hundreds of people were in Market Square tonight for the Krampusnacht Festival. Happens every December 5th in Europe in celebration of the story of a mythical goat beast known as Krampus. In celebration of the story of a mythical goat beast. The joy of giving. It can also get a little weird, like tonight when the Krampuses came out to play. Hundreds of people were in Market Square tonight for the Krampusnacht Festival. Happens every December 5th in Europe
Stop right there. So it happens every December 5th in Europe. That's when they do celebrate it. I guess the tradition is coming to America now because more Europeans are coming to make America great again, right? And they bring in their Krampus night or Krampus night, right? And they going through dressed like Krampus December 5th, but it's to scare the piss out of everybody and to punish everybody because, like the myth says, Krampus would walk around with a birch or a whip or a short whip and will beat you if you was bad every year, right? Go ahead.
Of the story of a mythical goat beast known as Krampus. He punishes naughty children who misbehave before the Feast of St. Nicholas. And somehow it's become a tradition.
The Feast of St. Nicholas. Notice it didn't say the Feast of Christmas. Why did we call it the Feast of St. Nicholas? Come on.
Because that's when St. Nicholas brings the gifts. What celebration else?
I'm gonna need St. Nicholas. Give me something on St. Nicholas. Go ahead.
St. Nicholas, he used to work. He was with the like the Catholic Church, and he used to give gifts to orphans.
He was I believe the record has him as a black priest at the time or monk in either is it Smyrna or Phrygia, one of them churches. And he was dealing with all the orphan children, the poor children at the time. And he would just get gifts and give to the kids. And that's really where they get Santa Claus from. That's why they call him Old Saint Nick, because that man was a real person who would give gifts to the kids as orphans because they ain't got no damn parents. And this is around the same time. So it's just balancing off the damn thing, all right? I believe he was black, if I'm not mistaken. I think we have an archaeology image of him too, right? In one of them things, in the back of something. All right, go ahead, play some more.
Tradition here in Pittsburgh.
You know, it's a way to let Santa Claus stay pure and not be the one punishing the children. And that Krampus is the bad guy.
So instead of Santa Claus punishing the kids, how would Santa Claus punish the kids?
Sloggy, sir. Growing up, I was always told he'll put coal in my stocking.
I forget about the coal in the socks, but there's something else that means more to a kid than coal and socks. What is the myth with Santa Claus punishing the kids? Come on, Shapat. He ain't getting no gifts, which is devastating to a child. You want to devastate a child? Put a Christmas tree in your house and don't buy a gift for that child. And that child comes down 6 o'clock in the morning, Christmas morning, and goes under the damn tree and don't see nothing for them. Brother, that child is considering suicide. That child is nobody loves me. F y'all. I want a whole new family. F Christmas. I ain't celebrating this shit again if the child is wise. That pain will turn into, I'm not doing this. So she's saying, instead of just not buying the gift, we'll take away the punishment or the burden of punishment from Santa Claus, and we'll just beat the kids because that's what Krampus does. You see why I say some old pedophilia, nasty deviant. Like the child did nothing to you. They ain't break your glass. They ain't steal your money. You said it was bad throughout the year. All right, they ain't get a gift. That's the punishment. But you want to promote the culture of this monster that walks around beating the kids. Go ahead, play some more.
And Santa gets to always be the good guy, and that's kind of what I like about it.
Festivities tonight included a Krampus procession.
Santa gets to always be the good guy. She likes the fact that they get to be the bad guy. That's your oppressor. Your oppressor wants to be the villain. The problem is you don't want him to be the villain. You want him to be a friend. You want to be, you want him to be goody two-shoes when the oppressor is the villain in life. Keep going. Any more on it? Give me another Krampus celebration from Europe, because this one is mundane. This one is like a Halloween shit. There's some in Europe, them niggas is
Subaru is proud to be the largest
automobile. If you're in the way, you getting cracked.
Fokus ist eigentlich Brauchtum. Wir wollen den Brauchtum hochleben lassen und das auch einfach an die Jugend weitergeben. Denn ja, so viele Bräuche in der heutigen Zeit, die verkommen und werden vergessen. Wir wollen das einfach hochleben.
This thing is supposed to just go and violate you. Beat you, grab you, do whatever, swing the whip, pull shit down. And it's gotten commercialized now. That's why it's so safe. They stand there and scream with their phone. There's other footage where they'll hit you. The reason I'm bringing this up is because with the whole Krampus thing with violating you or punishing you for being bad, and also with the whole mistletoe, where the whole spirit of Christmas is lust and fertility, Christmas runs right into what they call carnival. You all ever heard of carnival before, right? There's places in that celebrate. Oh, you had it. You could have showed us in if you wanted.
I just pulled it up.
You pull it up. Okay, this is Saint Nick. This is the original Saint Nick. See, he's black. This is a Russian icon of him. This is who this is supposed to be based off of, right? Because of his tradition of taking care of orphans, and they spin this into some nonsense that really just pushes kids. All right. Where's that? Right. It runs all the way into carnival. And carnival, from what you know, is what? Tremendous lust. Lust of the flesh, a ton of sex. Now, in carnival, I'm familiar with the one in the Caribbean, in Trinidad, which has one of the biggest carnivals in the world. Pull up for me. It's called Jab Jab. Jabjab. Right? Or Trinidad Carnival Jab Jab. All right. You can go straight to YouTube, so you don't have to do all the extra stuff. Yep, you could take that one if you want. How long is that? 5 minutes? Make it big. I hope it's not falling off, and I ain't gonna get shot. This is right there. This is just before Carnival. The Carnival is 2 days. Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Monday is when they do a lot of certain base celebrations compared to what the elites would do, or the higher in society would do. The poor people could not celebrate Carnival with the rich at one time, right? The rich would have all the costumes and dress up with the masquerade and all of that nonsense. The poor were not allowed to do it, right? So what the poor would do would be to put mud on themselves, right? They call it juve. It's a French word. I forget what juve means. You could look it up, right? They put mud on themselves, dress a certain way that would instill terror in you. They also put oil on you. You're rolling out? All right. You have to jump there. No soda. So what? Right? They also put oil on themselves. And they'll walk around with gasoline and a flame and blow fire. The whole thing is meant to terrify you. Right? Go ahead. Now I want to skip through. I want to watch the whole fire.
In Grenada, Carnival came from guys that with a and then they were
right. Oh shit. All right, skip again.
For us and
stop right there. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit.
True. As former slaves.
Go back some more.
To honor.
All right. So this is from Grenada, which is another island that celebrates Carnival. We're going to run it down for you.
Jab Jab is a way for us to honor the challenges that our African ancestors went through.
Right.
As
right. When he say African, he's of course not talking about Hamites. He's talking about Benjamites in the Caribbean, because that's what Benjamites in the Caribbean would refer to themselves as. You will also see Cuba. You ever hear them say Afro-Latina? It doesn't mean a Hamite. But just like African American, outside of America, everybody black considers themselves African. The Haitians do the same thing. The whole knowledge of you being an Israelite is just foreign. So when he says African slaves, you're supposed to know he's not talking about Hamites. He's talking about the slaves, which is not actually Africans. Just want to make it clear. Go ahead.
Slaves.
They're romanticizing this thing a little too much.
But it's of who we are.
All right. Right. This is Carnival Monday. You have mud. You have mud. No, you go ahead and do mud or oil. You have horn, just like Krampus. You're going to see them in chains and you whip them
It's the greatest freedom one can get.
Like he have a piece of fish in his mouth with his blood. Just he bit it. Right? And the pig couldn't speak. And it really just to terrorize everybody. Just like Krampus. It's the same culture. It's the same thing that was passed from the Europeans. It does nothing to honor the slave or anything. But more so, this is all the slaves could do when white man had these pretty customs and everything else going. See? Blowing fire. You got opposite in his mouth. All that is to instill terror in you.
Jab. There's no man and woman. There isn't boy, girl. There isn't rich, poor. There isn't black, white. Because we all in skimpy old clothes, close enough to naked, in black.
Right? So in I probably have to get another video. See another one. Another one which is probably shorter, right? It's scroll down some more. Maybe I might have to give it for time's sake. It's so what happened then there Michael, which is the one where he whipped Michael. They still had the horns and the paint and the oil. Is it the jab or is somebody else I'm talking about? Trinidad, you on?
Yes, like yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
The midnight robber is the one with the whip.
The midnight robber. See if you can pull that up. The midnight robber, right? So you see, he said with the jab, there's no man or woman, whatever it is. They're just all day in the black. And the whole thing is meant, scroll down now. Don't just take the first one. Just look down a little bit.
So like yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it also had the blue devil. Something similar.
Is the one
similar to the jab.
The blue devil has the whip too?
Yes, some of them has whip, sir.
Right. Type in blue devil. Type in Trinidad Carnival blue devil. The midnight robber is a man you ain't seeing his face, brother, but he crack it with that whip. One time they would actually hit people up. Right? So now this thing is to instill a ton of fear in you. Give me that one there with yeah, that one right at the top. Or any one of those. Yeah, any one of those right there.
The Science and Kirk success story.
But that whole thing
this is Jay. He can fix just about any
child. You seeing this thing coming down the street. He had the octopus in his mouth, blood coming out of his mouth, horns. It looking like a man, but it ain't no fucking man. And he blowing fire. You're a child. You don't know the mechanisms or nothing. You seen fire coming out. It's meant to scare the piss out of you. It's meant to scare you. And you see like how Krampus, they would go and pull the thing and grab shit. They'll extort you on the street. They'll just surround you and you have to pay them to leave you alone. You get the point? It's the same culture that come all the way down. This has nothing. This is not our culture. Go ahead and play it. This comes from the carnival. This is carnival thing. They come from that whole campus. I follow from them. Let's see them in action. Go ahead. Go ahead. Drag it a little more. Drag. All right, let me see them. Right? Same thing like all the same people campus anyway. Horrible. You do this comes with the fire. You blow the fire in a second. And this one here is the space. The one time in the carnival culture, they were terrorized. It's just like the campus was terrorized. Right? And it's something that comes, it's Christmas is Christmas person, going all the way forward into Carnival and Valentine's Day. All right, it's meant to sterilize it, but it comes from the same thing. All right, some of you need that. All right, anymore? Or are we good to go? Right, we good to go there? You could just skip forward and see if there's anything else more. I think that's just about it with them. They're just getting acting crazy and just doing on, but it's the same spirit of it. It's the same spirit of it. The Midnight Robber had the whip. Some of these Blue Devils, they used to have a whip and they're cracking it, and you'll get hit with it sometimes. Or they'll crack it right by you, or they'll surround you and they will tax you. They're trying to tax you now to get the money. Similar to the whole Krampus thing with just terrorizing you because you was quote unquote bad. It all really is the same European culture. You could just drop it for now, all right? So all this is part of your actual Christmas that you don't see because this part is not marketable to America. America takes what they think they could sell and they sell you Santa Claus. They sell you the Christmas tree. I remember the time when it went from Christmas to Xmas. You remember that? And there's just Xmas now where they say they had to take the Christ out of Christmas because Christ is not marketable. It wasn't that Christ wasn't marketable. The UPK was teaching that Christ had nothing to do with Christmas and Christ was born in Passover. And just like everything we influence, they had to, pivot on it. So there's like, all right, well, listen, before everybody gets sour on Christ, we're going to just have to just do the Xmas thing. And, people who's not religious or don't want to feel like they're offending Christ, they could still celebrate Xmas. It has nothing to do with Christ and the Bible. They just continue doing whatever it is. It's an absolutely satanic holiday. It's a satanic time, ton of depression, divorce rates. January is divorce month right after Christmas, 7 days after Christmas. All the house fires, the murders, the theft. Don't forget the drunken revelry. And as Arawadia brought out, the all the child molestation and sexual, assaults that happen because everybody is in a euphoric state because of all the drinking and the nice times, and they're thinking it's, they're going to go overboard with every damn thing. Christmas is just something you should never, ever do. And if you're here in this class tonight, you should make no plans to do this next week. You should end it tonight. You should decide, I ain't doing it no more. I ain't following it through no more. Go ahead.
So like yourself, I may.
I'll come to you because go ahead, Shapat.
Slack my mate, sir. You were saying that with the the molestation and all that, because I was listening to General Muhammad and he brought up a valid point. He's like, you want to see Christmas and usual Christmas, just look how everybody taking that walk to go get high, sitting in the car getting high. You got to take that walk
on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day,
listen,
everybody taking that walk with Uncle such and such and the nephew fired up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's rough, brother. It's rough the things we have to stomach because of these holidays that nobody will ever fix. You know what I mean? Go ahead, because
Come, what you're saying is so true, sir. To the point of how you said America only takes the parts that's marketable for them to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, they don't play it anymore, but at one point when Christmas was in its full marketing swing, Coca-Cola paid some devil to do an ad with a white polar bear. Like anybody that's old enough remembers the ad.
Yeah.
It was a Coca-Cola did an ad with a white polar bear. And they said that commercial back in the 40s is what helped bring the full commercialization of Christmas. A damn soda ad, advertisement for soda.
Yeah.
Somehow brought the commercialization into full swing for Christmas. Like it has nothing to do with anything with what's what I'm trying to say.
The religion of it.
The religious aspect. Right. They just took all the pieces that, like you said, that would be appealing to make money. And like that polar bear commercial was the most iconic thing because that was the first time where they seen what we call the modern Santa Claus today. Before that, white people were still celebrating these old European gods.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't commercialized. It was like a small thing. But the Coca-Cola commercials what brought it to what we know modern day American Christmas, all the imagery and everything.
And I think from that commercial is where Coca-Cola became like the flagship drink.
Yes.
During Christmas. You remember the Coca-Cola? At one time, that's how they got people to buy so much Coke for Christmas time. Like that's damn near what everybody would just get. And it's from that polar bear marketing thing. Like this whole thing is just about money and money. Go ahead, Shapad.
I remember hearing that Coca-Cola used to actually have Coke in it.
Yep.
I'm wondering, is that before or after the time, that they had to make such a marketing scheme? Was that after they took the Coke out or something?
I don't know the full timeline, but I know at one time it definitely had, the Coke in it. They stopped it. And then I don't know how they marketed it after. It could be that it dropped and the polar bear thing helped them back out. I think it could be that's how it went. My memory is vague on it. But I still think it has fucking Coke in it. The way people be drinking that shit. I mean, people be literally addicted to Coke and Pepsi. I don't know what the hell it is. All right. So you're good to go. So that's it on your Christmas. Any questions on it? I'll move on to something else real quick before we leave. Or any more questions online?
So they have comments saying that they also...
I saw the shock in your face. Go ahead.
Howard says, like I said, Old Nick is also a name for the devil.
Shit. I mean, I just like to call him the devil. Go ahead.
And he also, like sir, don't forget Zwarte Pete, Black Peter.
Zwarte Pete. Zwarte Pete is who's that? The Dutch? Where they dress up in a whole black face. I don't think that's Christmas time though. I think that's something else. You could just Google it before. Look up Zwarte Pete, or one of the brothers online could look it up. I just see if that's Christmas related. I think that's something else. Zwarte Pete. Zwarte is Dutch for black. Just like it comes from that Nordic language, like German. Swartz is black. That's Zwarte or Swarthy. Swarthy is also Old English for black when they describe King James family. And he comes from the Black Douglases or the Stewart family. The Stewart comes from Swarthy. They were servants to the king or something like that. I forget the history. But that word is black, where they would dress up in blackface all over Netherlands. But I don't think that has nothing to do with Christmas, though.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
It says Zwarte Piet is also known in English by the translated name Black Pete. Is a companion of Saint Nicholas in the Dutch. It says traditionally, Zwarte Piet serves as an assistant to the saint and distributes sweets and gifts to well-behaved children.
Right, but he ain't an assistant like the elf. He's an assistant like a slave. If you could find a picture of it, you'll see it. The Zwarte Piet is like a trained slave to their version of the damn Santa Claus. Zwarte Piet with a Z.
I'm not supposed to watch.
Listen, man, shit. I'm trying to get into Netherlands. I'm learning Dutch and that Duolingo. Don't what I say? Jesus Christ is Swate something, whatever. I ain't too good on it just yet, but I'm trying to get up in there. You could just look for the image of it.
So, like you, sir,
Swate man. I think that's what it says. Swate man. Right? That's Black Pete. And Black Pete is supposed to be less than average height, just like a ghoul or a minion that run around and give the candy, but on the beck and call of the white man. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. Even like an Oompa Loompa.
I mean, I don't know. I just know it's a derogatory thing, right? And they call him Black Pete. And it's a standard custom. You see how he's not as tall as the Saint Nick in that picture. Is that big enough? You can just double tap the thing in them. Well, there, that's too obvious. Right? You see how he's not as tall as the Saint Nick picture. Well, he's not as small as the kids. And it looked like a little black boy that just walks around and gives the candy. He's like a slave to the Santa Claus over there. You understand? That's the whole Zwarte Piet.
All right, if I may, sir. And it's some more history on it right here. It says how there's an image. It says that and where it go? That these helpers would listen, just like Zwarte Piet, at the chimneys of the homes they visited to tell Odin about the good and bad behavior of mortals. And in this picture, it's like a short black man talking to a white man. I can't get it on my camera.
Yeah, I think your green screen time and it's all. Just send it to okay, I can see it there a little bit. You can send it to Bakwash. You can pull it up. All right. Just before time run out, all right. I want to just go into something real quick. Watch, you have the time on this. Don't let me take more than 8 minutes here. Y'all is not dragging me to 10. Y'all ain't doing that shit at all. I'll abandon ship. I'll take him out. Take him outside and stomp on him, and that's what I need to do. I need to go outside and stomp on this nigga on the street and terrify people. This is 911. There's a big black man beating Santa Claus. Right? Go ahead,
Take your time, Cap. Let him use you.
No. I got other shit to do. Because give me the that picture I sent you. All right. Now, also part of the holidays, right? Before you even pull it up, don't pull it up yet. Also, part of the satanic part of the holiday is letting a certain spirit get into you. And this is the spirit of division. That's what holidays always do. Holidays always bring division. Because this is somebody you don't like, somebody you never had you had an issue with, and you're gonna get together for the Christmas dinner or the Thanksgiving dinner, and somebody gonna have one too much drinks and bring up, remember that time when so and so and so, or they're gonna call you some name that they used to call you when it was 5. Snotty boo boo, yeah, that's snotty boo boo over there. Remember snotty boo boo, and they're drinking too much, or whatever it is. It brings a certain amount of division because as Black people and the Latino people, we are so dysfunctional. We can't get together and just have a normal time and enjoy each other and appreciate each other. We show love by fighting. We show love by arguing. We show love by it had to be a brawl. If you all know how it was in the world. The party ain't no good because ain't nobody fight. As soon as they start fighting, this party is the bomb. Could be a house party, could be in public, whatever. Somebody needs to start scrapping. Somebody need to curse somebody out. You have to resist that holiday spirit. That is the real holiday spirit in America. The real holiday spirit in America is a destructive social, structure. That's what it is. It's a destructive social structure. How in the hell the most wonderful time of the year could result in the highest rate of divorces 7 days later? How could that happen? How could it be so mired and swallowed up in depression and anxiety and crime? It's because it's socially destructive. Go ahead.
Like you, sir, if I may, like what you're saying is so real and so heavy, because like I noticed, I haven't really noticed until just now that damn near every Christmas movie I ever watched, there is division, a breakup, family not loving each other. And then some way, somehow they come back together later on.
It was a real Christmas spirit. And then they start singing some dumbass song. But that shit don't happen in your living room. What really happens is, 911, what's your emergency? Yo, come quick, he's bleeding. That's what usually happens. Or that. Y'all don't finish the night like Chris Brown. It's Christmas. They all don't finish like that. Y'all finish with the paramedics showing up and you wonder why the fuck he have an attitude. Because you're bringing him out in the snow for your dumbass. So there's a certain Christmas spirit. You have to learn to recognize it. Or holiday spirit, because this is for every holiday, not just Christmas. You have to learn to recognize it and see, okay, this is some bullshit. And I'm not dealing with that. And even better, point it out and fight it. Right? So this is something that came to my attention this week. All right? Some dumb bitch in the world, right? Made this post, right? This broad is not in the school. I don't even think this is a real profile. And for the sake of not making her famous, I'm not going to even show you all the profile. I went through the profile app. The broad 2 weeks ago was naked in some farm with corn, hugging some corn. And when you look at the profile more, it just looks like one of them AI generated shit. That is not a real person. She also made a few posts saying, y'all don't understand how much rank I have in heaven, else you wouldn't call me crazy. Bitch, you're crazy. Read that for me, please.
Oh, God. Too many men are treating women like property instead of honoring them as vessels, and Yah is going to deal with you wicked ones.
Who the fuck is Yah? Bitch. Who's Yah? I don't know who the hell that is, but I do recognize a woman who is mentally unstable or wants to be, let me don't give it away. What does she really want? Go ahead.
To be a man?
No. Close though.
Power.
Go ahead, Arwadi.
Power.
Second?
Power.
She wants power. She doesn't want to be a man, but she wants men to worship her. And that, again, is more the holiday spirit. That's just nonsense. Like this, why is this even a thing? Why do you need a man to worship you? Like, what is that? Where does that come from? Who knows? Quickly, because I ain't got much time. I don't want to give you all the answers. Come on, sharp with it.
God is a woman?
Nope. Christianity, but it comes from somewhere else. It comes from somewhere else.
Cleopatra,
Way before that shit. Way before.
Salakia, sir.
Come on out.
Listening to the serpent.
Give him a hand. Adam and Eve in the garden, listening to that serpent. What did you can read it, Arawadia? What did it? You can put the brothers up too. What did the serpent tell Eve? Right? Yahanna will not said Eve as well to water too, sis. What did the serpent tell Eve? Quickly. You got it, Arawadia?
So like you said, that was Trooper Mafia, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Mafia. You have it?
So I'm grabbing it right now, sir.
No sweat. I'm gonna have somebody else grab it, all right? One of y'all. Go ahead.
He said if they eat the fruit.
Yeah, I need a precept back. I need you to read it. That's what I'm asking for. Come on with it, Genesis 2 or 3. Go ahead. Pass the mic for the brother quickly, all right?
That the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God.
Slow down. Just read it normal, brother.
That the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Right? The serpent, this man who was a vile, disgusting, undercover sodomite who would go to your woman and try to get your woman to do something. And anytime you see somebody who tracing behind abroad so much, something off of that shit. Your whole life is to try to trace behind them and manipulate them for what? That's the serpent. Go ahead.
Okay.
And no, it's not a literal snake. This is a man who had the spirit of Esau, which is the white man, which is why Esau will always try to elevate your woman over you in society, right? Which is why today, most brothers who have regular jobs, average jobs, not highly specialized jobs, make less than most Black and Latino women. Right now, the office space is top income. He don't want your dumb ass in there with a beard and a heavy voice and all that masculinity. He wants her in there so he could watch that tail. He knows she's going to serve him the best because Black women did what? Sent crackers to the moon. They were the first calculators in the space program. He's Black and Latino women. He wants them in the office because he can rule them more and he could pump their head up more. Remember at one time, our woman was saying the reason they get paid more is because they're more qualified. You all remember that? Anybody remember that argument? They're just more qualified. That's not entirely true. There's a video, I'm gonna look for it. I think I found it sometime, where in schools, brother, they say the whole design of the school is catered toward the girls. Like girls are more not prone, but it's easier to get them to sit and focus. They say the boys need to be more active. And over time, they start saying these kids have what? ADHD, hyperness. And they started the whole thing. And that was the beginning of the males getting shepherded off into a different lane. And all the way, that's all the way up. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Not to mention everything that comes at young men in society. Now you have a whole generation of underqualified men and qualified women. Go ahead.
It's like that was 8 minutes, sir.
God damn, that was 8 minutes. Give me 3 more. Salam. Right? Anyway, Salaki. Gosh, you're a bastard. God damn. Right? Anyway, so this is Eve in the garden. Eve is being yes. Any more? Did you read the part? Go ahead, please read on.
Come, sir. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the servant, We may not eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which was in the midst of the garden. Slaki, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it.
So that's what she telling the servant. She telling the servant what the Lord said. Give me what the servant told her. Serpent told her.
Come
on.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
He lied to her. He said, if you eat of this, you're not going to die, sis. What you talking about? You ever heard anybody dying from fruit? And you know what the dumb broad said? You know what? That's right. Ain't nobody died from no fruit. Go ahead. And of course, this is not literal fruit, all right? I'm just saying how easy it is women get seduced by the promise of power. Not actual power, but somebody promises you, if you do this, you're going to get that. Go ahead.
For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
Eve heard that shit and said, bro, if I partake of this, my eyes is going, I'm going to be enlightened. And I'm going to be like God. Roll the dice. That's this bullshit act. That shit has to go out of the earth. But for sure, shit cannot ever come up in here. You understand? That can never come in here. If you catch yourself, this is how you should filter yourself on the internet. Is this person in the truth or not? You see somebody who's not in the truth saying something that you know is against what we teach. You should never, ever co-sign that shit. You should never like it. Don't share it. If you're going to share it, say this is some foul shit. Go attack the bitch in the damn comments if you want to do that shit. But this is so foul right here because she just wants to be in charge. You know what happens when a woman is in charge, brother? 2 million black men in jail. And I'm not attacking sisters. We love our sisters in here because they understand one thing. What do sisters understand in here? That's in that thing. That's in that post. There's something that's the woman in here fully understand. Come on, sis. I was hoping. I didn't want to call you out, but I was hoping you'd volunteer. Give her a hand to volunteer. Help me out here, sis. Help me. Help me, please.
We are a man's property.
Say again?
We are a man's property.
Say it one more time.
We are our man's property.
Give her a hand. Women are property, niggas and niggerettes. Women are property. You should want to belong to somebody. You should want to. Have you ever seen a property that doesn't have any owner? Have you ever seen one? How does it look? Like shit. Like a total, you walk past an abandoned lot. The grass taller than you. The house falling apart. There's rats in there. There's Krampus up in there. Hell, you're going to hear some man walking around up in there because there's no owner for the property. But when there's a property that somebody owns, how does that look? Huh?
Extravagant, sir.
Say again, huh?
Extravagant.
Say it one more time, everybody.
Extravagant. Extravagant.
Extravagant. It looks extravagant. This dumb bitch don't want to be extravagant. She want to be a piece of trash lot at the side of the road. What else happens with a property nobody owns? Let me see where you're going. Come on. I hope you're answering it right, I ain't got much time. Come on.
It start to break down.
I already said that. Come on. What else happens to property? Come on, young man Luis.
It has no value.
It has no value. So because it has no value, what happens to a property nobody owns?
Decays.
I already said that. There's something else. There's something. He looking at me like, well, what else? There is something else. Come on, sis.
Nobody wants it.
If nobody wants it, what does that mean? I'm trying to walk you straight to it. Come on, Shafat. If nobody wants it,
it's for the streets.
Everybody can have it. That bitch is a slaughter. She's a whore. You understand me? She's a whore with the hard R. Arawadia. With the hard R. She's a whore. You understand? Because she belongs to nobody. So she can have everybody. But sisters in here, brother, are property. Give me the precept. Give me Ecclesiasticus. You'll have
I got it right here, sir.
I think your disease spreading to me. Page come out. Go ahead, Kazak.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
A what?
A possession.
A what?
A possession.
A possession. You belong to that man. That's yours. I possess you. Now, even beyond, in fact, Slacky, keep reading, Kazak.
Kawakan, a help like unto himself.
A help like unto himself. Like, imagine how you would help your own self. Like, what things you would do to help yourself. Give me some examples. What would you do to help yourself? Go ahead.
Read.
Okay. Give me a better way. What would you do to help yourself? You would discipline yourself, right? You would take care of what you eat. You take care of your health, right? You would obey God, right? If you wanted to help yourself, you would do what God says. Well, that woman is a help like you. She's supposed to take care of her health, obey God, do everything you would do to help yourself. She's a help like unto you. And because she's a help like unto you, what can you do now? You can have some rest. Because she's a help to you. Not some bitch going and talking about, yeah, go and deal with all you wicked ones. Notice she said wicked ones with an S. You know who deals in ones? Strippers with a K. She said wicked ones because she's been with many. She's not on there complaining about one husband. Like, she didn't say, my husband treats me like property instead of honoring me like a vessel. She said too many men are treating women like property instead of honoring them as vessels. Yah is going to deal with you wicked ones. Unless she has some, with consensus, some survey she conducted with, 1,000 like Family Feud. And survey says, 1,000 women says, this is what it is. She's a whore. She's a whore and she chose badly. And now because she chose badly, all men is evil and too many men treat women like property. First off, bitch, you are property, right? And Lord help you. In here, women come in here and they get, a general over the camp, a camp leader. There's somebody who assumes authority over the sister, like a father with a daughter or older brother with a younger sister, and help that sister raise up and, build herself up, heal whatever trauma she went through, or put her on a path to get therapy for whatever trauma she went through, and help her now serve the Lord. Help her become something of what?
Help.
True, something else. Help her become something of, come on.
Value.
Value. You help her become something of value. Why would you want her to become something of value? Why? Simple answer. You don't have to think too hard. Go ahead, Shapat.
She's yours.
Because she's property, yeah. She belongs to somebody. If she never had no father, I'm a brother. I'm going to look after that brother's daughter. Take care of her the best way I can. I'll teach her right from wrong. Because she belongs to somebody. when she's of marriageable age or been around enough where she's now, she knows enough where she could function with another man. Now, there's a deed that gets transferred to him. Now, this is his property. That's why the scripture said when he getteth a wife, he beginneth a possession, because she belonged to somebody before. Which of you have property that you're not taking care of? You all put the damn fucking Jordans in a box and wear it once a goddamn year and sit and shine it and smell the damn smell. Still smell real new. You all buy shoes and go get the rubber damn thing and stick under the shoe so the sole don't get dirty. Yeah, what I want to say, Shabbat, I wouldn't say it because that's not the point tonight. But how vain can you be? You don't want the sole of a shoe to touch the fucking ground. But you take care of the shoe. So you mean to tell me that Jordan is more valuable than a broad? So that Jordan is more valuable than the... You see why you shouldn't... If she's not any true dark, 9 out of 10 times she's some slaughter. Yes, just telling you straight up and down. She's for everybody. And I'm sure if I go through the likes on this post, there's a ton of fake Israelite niggas up in there saying, Shabbat Shalom, queen. Shabbat Shalom, my love. And then asking her to go order the 5 finger. Who was saying so?
If I may, sir, and okay, what you bringing out is so heavy that, okay, the women that co-signed this garbage, because I went to go see who liked it. I did. I went to go see who liked it and what they were saying.
Yeah, I say that. I should have known my conscience would have gone to do the work. Go ahead.
And I'm looking, the only women that have a problem with women being property are women who've never belonged to one man.
Come on.
That's it. Like the only women who have a problem with being a man's possession, you've never experienced what it's like to be the possession of one man.
That's
because for the life of me, I don't understand how you could be against it. Captain Mashak, you just laid it out. A brother could have nothing, but he still has a sense of ownership. Like I seen homeless people argue over whose cardboard box it belonged to. Like, nigga, go get your own box. This is my cardboard box. Like men have a certain pride in what is theirs and what belongs to them. And so like a woman that thinks of being a man's property is such a belittling thing, it's because you've never been a man's property. You've belonged to too many people. That's the problem.
That's it. Or you're a worthless piece of property. But thanks be to the Most High in Christ, we all was worthless at some time. We was all firewood at some time. And we saw a flyer or a videotape or a camp and came and sat our ignorant ass down in these chairs and got told and taught and corrected and checked until we became gold, until we became something of value. You could become something of value too. You could leave that whole life behind, bro, if that's a real person. Go ahead, Bukwach. I have one more thing I want to say on this thing.
When I first came into truth, and I would see posts that I wouldn't really think was One West or wasn't, I would just wait to see if another brother, I would just wait to see another brother
that's a amount of wisdom.
Like it or comment on it, and then I would be like, okay, yeah,
you're looking to see the pattern. It's like, hold on, I ain't too sure about this here. Let me see if the men and the woman who's been in here longer and have more experience, if they like it, if they co-sign it, and if they ain't do it, fuck am I looking at that shit for? You should filter yourself online. This is my personal litmus test. If they're in the truth, if they're not in the truth, brother, yeah, whatever. You could say Christ is black and the angels in black. You fucking lying, nigga. You're lying. It's only true, in my opinion, if it comes from somebody in school. Because you'll say Christ is black and then order a pegging kit for your woman to go up in you. Because you her property. And now you're looking for the 5-finger the 5-finger handshake. Right? Now, this is the other thing. What happens, especially with younger sisters or the sisters who, may be struggling with things, and it happens with brothers too, right? This is a brotherhood issue as well. If a sister likes this thing or somehow identifies with it on some level, it's because the man in her life, she thinks he treats her unfairly, right? If you think that way about your husband, what should you do? Come on, Ragash, please help me out. Help me.
Get some counsel on the situation.
You should what?
Get some counsel.
Before you even, okay, you could call for counsel. You could call for counsel. There's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely right. But there's something else. Go ahead, young brother.
Matthew 18 and 15.
Matthew 18 and 15, which says what? It's right behind you. You can turn around and read it.
Moreover, if thy brother...
If thy what?
If thy brother...
If thy what?
If thy brother...
Solomon said to his woman, my sister, my spouse. Your husband is your brother too. He's your brother. That's how we talk. That wife, she's your sister as well. You get the point? Not like the heathens, but meaning this is somebody close to me and from my family. Go ahead.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
If your husband offends you in some way, form, you might be angry that he offended you by something he did, or usually something he did not do. Yeah, I mean, he forgets some shit. I don't know. Something he said or something he did not say. It might anger you. Don't go stop. You could go get a bucket and scream in the bucket to get the anger out of you. Scream all the curse words out in the bucket if you want to. But get the anger out of you for a second. And what you need to do is go to him in the most feminine way and explain to your brother that you are offended by something he said or didn't say, or something he did or did not do, and explain to him you don't like it. But you're not about to condemn many men on the internet because you just want to be fucking worshipped. She said, honoring them as vessels. The Bible says you are the weaker vessel. So the Bible says. Anybody knows what that means? Let me ask the sisters in the class. Sis, if I could ask you, I don't want to put you on the spot. It's not a trick question. I just really want to hear from the sisters because they're going to say we hate women and there's only men in there and there's sisters up in here. You're just ain't seeing them on camera. You know why? Because they're valuable property. You don't show everything. Why does the Bible say women are the weaker vessel? What do you think? If you don't know, it's fine. Go ahead, take a shot.
Sometimes because they don't speak up for themselves.
Say again?
Sometimes because they don't speak up for themselves.
Well, brothers sometimes don't speak up for themselves either. But the Bible says our women are the weaker vessel. It did not say, what did it not say? Let's start with that. What did the precept not say? Who knows? Come on.
The woman is a weak vessel.
It did not say she is weak. That's what people miss. That's what this bitch missed.
Yeah.
It did not say she is weak. It says she's the weaker vessel. Because it's comparing her to a man. In comparison to a man, she is the weaker of the two vessels. What does that mean? Go ahead, sis.
She's easily persuaded.
That's one way you could say it. This one, brothers is easily persuaded too.
She still has strength, but she just doesn't have as much strength as the man.
And that's what you want. She is a vessel. Like a vessel is like a cup. Between these two vessels, which is the weaker vessel?
The glass vessel, sir.
Why you say that? It's fragile. This pretty thick mug, you know. Yeah, may I go ahead, sis? Let me hear you.
You drop it, it's gonna break.
It's gonna break. All right. Anybody else?
I was gonna say the same thing, but like you drop that one, like it may take a while for that one to break, but that one is going to dent a little bit, but it's still going to be usable.
Okay. Come on, Shapat. I know Shapat gonna come. He gonna take me all the way home with this one here.
I would say because it's more transparent.
Okay.
Salaki, if I may, sir.
Come on, Kazak, please help me out here.
Kawaka, the vessel that holds less is the weaker vessel.
Thank you. Now, it was a bit of a trick question because, you know, it's two separate, two different materials and shit like that. But this vessel can't hold as much as this one. And what do you want a vessel to do?
Hold as much as you can.
Shit. You want it to hold things.
Mm-hmm.
This is a stronger vessel. This is a weaker vessel. Also, too, if you in a bar fight, what do you want? This one or this one? Yeah, this one ain't gonna break. It's gonna last longer. Nigga, hand me this shit. If it breaks, somebody against that. It's a weaker vessel. It can't do as much. It can do, but it can't do as much. It has a breaking point. And the Bible says, honor her as the weaker vessel, meaning you can't put too much on her. You got to take some of her burden, just like she takes your burden. She comes and does things for you that you at one time were helping yourself. Now she's a help unto you. Now you have somebody who has your interest in mind, your desire. She understands your vision and she's doing stuff that you would spend time doing. She'll handle that so you could go do other shit. Because you know, the other stuff you had to do, she can't do that because it takes too much. Takes too much on. Takes too much on. Brother, I remember a time in we were out in the UK, brother. We went to some event. Me and Captain Karathian was a Dumgaba. And the event got heated up. And the live went off. And the woman called the police. The woman called the cops because they saw the shit got heated. And in their mind, oh my gosh, they're fighting, somebody gonna die. And then the live came back on and they realized it just got heated. And when we got back to the house and they had the food and stuff ready, they said, I don't know how you all go to camp because I couldn't do that shit. You're just the weaker vessel. The things we do that's every day. It's every day for us. You get the point? You honor us as the weaker vessel. You have an issue, just go to your husband. Don't go on Facebook looking for some sappy, sad, slut broad who you think is echoing your inner sentiments. Obey the Bible. If you're in here and you're one West, your husband offend you, go to him. Your wife offend you, go to her. Your brother offend you, go to him. Don't make this person think they're saying something right. You should have gone on there and you slut, you this, you that, up. Just scroll past it. Like you would step over what? Dog shit. They have some old fake Israelite Hebrew name to her. I forgot to mention that part. You try not to do these things because you're inviting strife in there. When you look for the validation outside of these walls, outside of this house, you're inviting strife in. You're part of this family. You're part of this nation. You're part of this, the valuable thing, this brotherhood. Look for the solutions in here. And the solution is, if you're going through something, go to that person and talk to them first. If they don't hear you, you call for counsel. And that's just that. And that's how everything gets strong in here.
Right.
What you don't see is most of the time, Satan, the Bible says, I'm done with this, Salaki. Yeah, it took me to 10 because your fault. The Bible says, the Lord is not the author of confusion. So if there is confusion, who is there? Who's there? Come on.
Satan.
Satan is there. Satan is there. That's why you need to go to him and him alone, or her and her alone, and talk. Because when you're not talking to each other, who you're talking to?
That demon, sir.
You're talking to Satan. You see that you can't sleep at 3 a.m. You scrolling and you just scrolling and like, this motherfucker treated me like a tool, like I'm property, something. You think you're talking to yourself? No. Satan in your brain. And sometimes, if you're really simple, you're not even part of the conversation. It's 2 demons in your head talking. Where he's saying he treats me like property, but he did buy this from me. You think you in the conversation with yourself. You're talking to, It's two demons talking in your head and confusing you even more. And you're getting more stressed and you're angry. And the next day or whenever you see the person, hey, Shalom, what's going on? Or hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on, sister? Hey, Shalom, you all dry. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because the demon done convince you. You done convinced now, like this, whoever that dumb bitch was who made that post. And once again, she's not in the school. And no sisters is, following that shit. But I want to make sure, do not dishonor this house. Do not dishonor your husband. Do not dishonor your wife, your brother, your sister by co-signing some shit some slut in the world is doing and saying she needs your help, not you her. You understand? I do have a lot more to say on this topic. You all know I like these type of topics. Unfortunately, my schedule has come to an end. So with that, I would pass the class over to my trusty brother, Officer Shapat Vayak, for the security announcements.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission to lock.
Take your time.
After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. Feast of the dedication. Hanukkah, 25th day of the 9th month. 9th month by the space of 8 days. Sunday the 14th of December 2025 for 8 days. You can find this in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. Also, we have the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas, April the 4th, Saturday, April the 4th. Also, the week starts off with a bang, bunch of events on April the 1st for the slaughter of the lambs, or to the Feast of Unleavened Bread on April the 5th. Make sure you get all your hotel arrangements together, your travel arrangements together. The Passover is $200 for anyone 17 years of age or older. Now make sure you get your Passover fee in there. Slock, so you want to add anything else?
Right, Passover is for everybody. The 17 years and over is just the fee for Passover. Everybody 17 years and over is to pay $200 per person. That covers the whole Passover. Everything is, the party, the black party, the classes, the food, the children's party, the lamb slaughter. You're all covered with everything like that. It's April 4th, as you know. Something else. Pay your tithes. Make sure you pay your tithes. 10% of all your increase in earnings must come into the priests and prophets of the Lord. ISUPK.com, or call your camp leader to find out how to handle all that whole thing. All right, go ahead.
Come. Remind Akim and Akwath and check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK materials and visit materials. If a brother wants to be a troop in the school, you start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, or scarf. And with that, I say I might, which means to stand. This is where you make seated. We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Mike the bomb.
How about Shemil Shabrak?
Which means to turn. This is you may stand. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sister. Mike the bomb. God give him a time. Class dismissed.
Don't worry, because you're going to get it. Don't worry. I see you trying to solve it. Don't worry, you're going to get it. Don't worry about it.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.